Guys, what's going on?
What's up? Can you okay?
That is better. All right. Hey, guys, everybody do me a favor. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. It's going to be some good shit today.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's
go! Let's get it.
Hello.
Yeah, baby.
Look at him. Hey,
Yeah.
show your head bald. I heard your income increases by 35%. Come on.
That's it. Shave your head. Your income goes up immediately. Hey, everybody do me a favor. Here's what I want you to do. Everybody, real quick.
On the plane.
Hold on. Let me grab this real quick. All right. So I'm going to mute all. Now, I want everybody to do me a favor. As we go through this, if anybody has a question, this is the inner circle. So you say, well, what is that? Well, that's where we can communicate. Okay. And I really believe that the reason why there's a lot of companies that aren't growing, there's a lot of relationships that aren't getting better, there's a lot of things in life that just aren't in a season of growth. Okay. Are because communication is just really shitty. Okay, so our goal is on the inner circle is everything that you guys care about and everything that you guys want to grow. I feel like we're like-minded. Like I feel like the same shit you want, I want. Okay. Now we may all be on different levels. And by the way, since we're talking about different levels, everybody write down these two words, write down different levels. I need you to understand something. Even though we all may be on different levels, we must all have the same mindset and the same pursuit to chase growth. There's a word called distance. And I need you to understand this. Even though we're all on different levels, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is in your head, when you see where you're at now and you see where you want to go and you see that distance, that path in between there and there, does it seem far away? If it seems far away from you, you have a mindset problem. You do. It's not that far away. Matter of fact, when you believe it's far away, you give bias to your mind that it is far away. Everything in life is one big game. It's one big game. It's either one you're going to win or one you're going to lose. And you know what I'll tell you? I'm going to go over a lot of notes today on some training that me and my wife did this morning. And I want to share these things with you because I want to share space in my mind, what I'm going through, things that I'm thinking of. And I want to challenge you, like today, what are you thinking about on a daily basis? You know, when you think about big shit, does it make you think, God, man, one day, or are you like, dude, I'm going to get that shit now? Because I want to tell you something, like, if you don't get crazy and there has to be a state and a level in which you're willing to go to that your competitors aren't willing to go to get you where you want to go faster and to get you to go where no one ever thought you could go. Okay. There has to be a state and you're not there now. Okay. Now, by the way, I want to tell you I want to tell you how success will be developed. Everybody write this down. You ready? Pain, lots of pain over a long period of time is how success is created. A lot of people aren't willing to do the long period of time thing. Now, I'm going to tell you that you guys, you can view pain as bad or you can view pain as good. If you're in the gym and you want to get in shape, is suffering and pain good for you? Yeah, because it's the only way you're going to grow any muscles. If you don't break down your muscles, there will be no new ones growing. The muscle fiber will not grow. To me, the mind, the brain, it's almost like stretching your heart and stretching your mind and your brain. The more you love people when you know that you shouldn't love them, when maybe they haven't earned it, I give trust first. I don't say, hey, do things right, and then I'll learn to trust you. I actually give trust first. And then if you burn me, you're out. I had to stretch my heart to be able to do that. And that's a muscle. Okay. God gave us a heart and a mind, your two most dangerous weapons. Your mind, a lot of you you're really good at just going numb and watching shit for entertainment, but you're not good at digging deep and stretching your mind and seeing really what it's capable and made of. And that's kind of why when we're in the inner circle, I want you to reinvent yourself and I want you to recreate yourself. I want you all to know this, that no matter who you are on this call, whether you're dead Ian broke and you have $0, whether you don't have one person working for you, whether you're in a dead end job, whether you work for the wrong person, that doesn't matter. What matters is who are you wanting to become? That is all that matters. Everybody needs to understand this. Who you're wanting to become is why we showed up on this call today. Everybody decided that we're going to self-develop at such an extreme level. Everybody write down positive peer pressure. Positive. You know, I've put out some videos. My wife tells me sometimes I need to back off. I probably do. Where I really get intense with pressuring people to do the right thing in life. You know, when I see a father or a mother who has children and they don't stay in good shape, it it makes me want to snap on them because they're just teaching their kids that it's okay. And then one day their kids are going to get a disease and they're going to be unhealthy and then they're going to be out of shape. And it's all because the parents allowed it. And like parents always say, well, all my goal in life is to do is protect my kids. No, it's not. No, it's not. You say that, but you're not doing that. When you fill your pantry up with junk, when you eat like shit, when you don't take care of yourself, you let your kids know it's okay to be harmful to yourself. Okay. There's got to be a time one day my wife says, man, your company's getting too big. You can't keep blitzing on people like this. Man, I just call it positive peer pressure. And by the way, I have a fitness company, but it's not even how I make my money. I just did that because physical fit people that do training with me tend to go 20,000 times further. So I thought, why not unleash all the secrets, right? Like, why not give them the real code? Okay. So if you're watching this, I would recommend getting in the best shape of your life. And I'd recommend becoming a leader and an example for everybody you care about in your life. And also for your future clients to let them know that you are the elite, you are different, you're the separator. Now, with that being said, positive peer pressure. I want to pressure you guys to do stuff that you're not good at. I'm positively going to pressure you in a good way. Okay. I never want to tear anybody down. You know, I bust people up all the time, and it's only because I work for, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but I work from a state of when I was 19 years old, I got embarrassed in a sales conference. You know, I spent $1,000 out of my pocket. No one else in my company had the balls, the courage to do it. They were all cowards. So I spent 1,000. This is 25 years ago. And as I'm going to this conference, I got picked out of the crowd for some odd reason, right? And somebody busted me with an objection. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't like it. I wasn't prepared. And I honestly got embarrassed and my face turned red. I didn't know what I was doing. First, I had ego. I got really mad. I thought, screw this. I paid 1,000 to come here and you're going to treat me this way. I was looking at things through the eyes of a loser. And then reality set in and I realized the best thing in the world that just happened. I got called out. And I want to let everybody know on this call right now that, yeah, I think it's time for you to call yourself out. I think it's time for you to hold yourself accountable and call yours. We don't need no one else to call you out. I'm happy to call you out with you. You can call me out. But if you won't call you out, which means you don't care, we can't go anywhere together. I need you to create yourself to be an accountability fucking monster for you. Okay. I've seen a lot of leaders, they don't let their team slide. They don't let their wife slide. They won't let their kids slide, but they let them slide all the time. Okay. And I just want you to know that if you can manage you, not anyone else, but if you can manage you, I feel like whether you believe in God or not, I feel like God is looking for more shepherds, looking for more people who will be the example for other people. If you'll be accountable for you, I think he's going to unleash a world of teaching, a world of coaching, a team to come your way that is just insane. Now, listen, I'm going to give you guys all a secret, okay? You want to know how to and I'll try not to cuss a lot because I'm trying to quit cussing, which obviously is just horrible for me because I just want to yell at everybody because I get so fired up and shit. But I want you guys to understand this. I want you to write this down. This is super important. This is the hack. This is the cheat code. This is the way that no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you do, no matter what you do for a living, no matter where you rank, if there's 5,000 companies that are like the company you work for and you're number 5,000 and you have 4,999 in front of you, I want to tell you how to go to the number one spot. I'm going to tell you right now. Build a team that all moves in the same direction at the same time. This doesn't exist. And I know this because I train thousands of companies, hundreds of thousands of salespeople, but thousands of companies. And I have not walked into one that all all as if there's 50 employees, there's 50 moving in the same direction at the same time, all moving in the same direction at once. This is the key. If you want to build an empire, I don't care about money. I don't care about fucking technology. I don't give a shit about brand. I don't care about clout. If you can be a leader, and I don't even care what you sell, who can build an army, a team of people who all move in one direction. Okay. So imagine a clock. You know, there's like the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, all the way around to the 12, right? Imagine the clock's here and everybody is going on the 2. They're all going towards the 2, but then a couple of them are on the 3. You're like, well, 2 and 3 are close enough. No, it's not. They all got to be going on the 2. You see, because I walk into companies and I've watched a lot of them. Some will be on the 2, some will be on the 6. And those are the good ones. The Elliott Group, the company that I run, we are all on the 2. All of us. Every one of us, no matter what, we are all about all of us. ALL, admin, janitor, top sales rep, leader, IT team, marketing team, media team, all on one mission, every one of us. So my reason why I wanted to tell you that is because if you're watching this right now and you're like, man, I'm nobody yet. You're nobody yet. Let's finish that sentence. If you'll become obsessed with self-developing yourself as a leader, you will, and take other people with you who all move in one direction, no matter what you sell, no matter what space you're in, no matter what industry in, you can annihilate every freaking company if you can build a team that moves in one direction. So just wanted to share that to you guys and let you know that my goal in life is to do business with a band of brothers, a group of people, brothers and sisters. I'm good, baby. With your whole team. And by the way, look, you'll notice I got my little daughter here with me.
Hi.
A lot of people think training needs to be hardcore. You got to be on your own, lock yourself in the basement and get crazy. Nah, man. I want to teach her. I want her to know. You know, I see a lot of people, they're really good at motivating their clients, but they come home, they don't motivate their family. Okay. Guys, what are we doing all this for? We're doing this for our family. We're doing it for our team. We're doing it for ourselves. We're doing it because, like, what else would we do? Lose? Nah, I'm out. I did that for a while. It sucked. You know what I'm afraid of? My one fear, staying the same. That's my biggest fear. Okay. So I want you guys to write some stuff down real quick. I'm going to cover sales today. I'm going to cover leadership. I'm going to cover some things that I want you to chew on, to digest, to really think, what am I putting in my head? What am I putting in my brain? I want everybody to write down some things. I'm going to name a list of some stuff, and I want you to take a deeper look. Okay. So everybody write this, a deeper look. Okay. At the areas that drive me. I want you to know, this is going to be phase one. We're going to learn what drives us. Okay. So just write these down. By the way, I'll expect you to keep these forever so you can share them with your team, share them with other people that you're bringing up and look back at later. Hey, the shit that drives you today may be different next year. Okay. So as we train, keep this stuff forever. So number one, I want you to write advancement. Okay. And underneath advancement, I want you to put a couple things. So write advancement, like what drives you? Does advancement drives you? Does that drive me? Now I want to tell you what that means. Write down next promotion. I know a lot of people really work hard for that next promotion. Completing a task. Dude, I'm honestly a person, I hate starting something and not finishing it. Drives me crazy. I know a lot of people that start a lot of tasks, they finish none. Okay. Now, by the way, you could be all these in the end. Okay. But I want to talk about them to you because I want you to find key drivers that really hit home and say, shit, that one right there, God, that's the one. Okay. So advancement, next promotion, completing a task, meeting a deadline. Okay. This is a certain breed of person. And then reaching a goal as a team. Okay. Reaching a goal. Now, I call that advancement, right? Like there's something in front of you. You're trying to get it done. All right. Next thing. This is more of me. Okay. So you'll tell this is me right out the gate. And I would say if this isn't you, I would find a state or find some of this that you can make you. Write down madness. I work from a state of madness. I constantly found myself pissed off. And I never feel like I'm doing enough. And it seems like that's what winners do. Winners always seem like they're not giving enough. They're not doing enough. I feel like I'm like an overachiever, but like I never achieve enough. You know what I mean? Like I'm always trying to do more, but yet I watch these losers, they think they're doing too much. Okay. So I work from a state of madness. My wife's like, babe, she's always reminding me to be grateful. She's like, Andy, you got to be grateful. Look where you're at. Look, and I'm like, fuck, I know it's not like, it's not that it's not enough, but it's like, I know there's more in me. Like now that I see this, like I can't unsee. And by the way, I want to tell you guys something. I'm going to keep going through this. I was at an event in California yesterday, and a guy goes, dude, why are you always so fired up, man, yelling at people and shit? And I said, dude, I'm going to give you the easiest way to put this. Once you see what I've seen, you'll never be the same again. And I want to tell you what I mean by that. When me and my wife started our business, okay, and we've had a lot of success in sales, we did really good, and then we went in and we started our own business. Guys, I went a year without making money. Dude, I honestly had days that I was like, fuck, dude, I'm not going to quit. No ways. Like it would hit, I'm out. And I would keep going. And I'd keep going. I'd keep going. I'd keep going. I kept envisioning that there was this other side of the railroad tracks that was going to come one day. And some of you are in this place right now. You're like, I know there's another side of this. I know there is. I believe it. I know. Guys, I want to tell you, you can never, ever get out of that state because you're going to get to the other side of the tracks. You're going to get there. I know you are. And when you get there, once you see it, you're going to go, oh my God. Oh my God. I almost quit 50 freaking million times. And I did. Now I see it. Now I can't unsee it. It's over. It's once you see it, you'll never go back. And it just keeps getting better looking. It keeps getting more beautiful. Guys, listen, perseverance is the greatest weapon of all. Never, ever retreating, never, ever surrendering. That's the reason why I like madness so much. Because honestly, you're going to have to get fucking crazy if you're ever going to amount to anything in life. Because people are going to tell you you're stupid. They're going to tell you you're an idiot. They're going to tell you the shit that you're doing don't make sense. They're going to mock you. They're going to laugh at you. And honestly, you're going to fail. You will fail. You'll spend money on the wrong shit. You'll go all in on something that doesn't work out, but you can never quit. Ever. No matter what. Because if you do, the enemy fucking wins. The minute you quit, everyone else wins. And that's when you lose. So under madness, I want to give you some things to write down. Number one, opposition. Okay. Write down competition. Competition fucking drives me. It drives the shit out of me. Somebody calls me, they're like, hey man, this other training company just did this. I like to be like, oh, I don't care, bro. I'm like, son of a bitches. Let's smash that ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's the fastest way to piss me off. Guys, I want to tell you something. Also, competition. I'm sitting there with my wife last night, right? And I just got off this trip. We've been gone for 15 days, man. I don't ever want to do that again. But 15 days, I'm really a freak when it comes to my fitness, my dieting, my eating. There's times you got to travel, guys. I try to ship my food ahead. Guys, listen to me. Everybody write this down. Success favors the prepared. When people hear that when I'm going to an event or I'm going out of town to train, that I ship my food, they're like, oh, dude, that's, I can't do that. That's exactly why I'll smoke your ass. Yeah, you won't do it, dumbass. Go ahead, man. You've been working your ass off for freaking 2 months, eating clean, working out, staying dieted. Now you're going to go away for a week and give it all away? You idiot. What do you mean? What do you mean you won't do that? You'll do it here, but you won't do it there? That's like saying I'm only going to play NBA basketball games on the home court. I'm not going to go to the away court where there's 50,000 assholes in the arena booing me. Screw that shit. I want to play where it's easy. No. Your body will be created if you're really going to do anything great in this life. When you roll somewhere else, dude, how you play on that away court is who you are. Okay? Yeah, dude, I know a lot of people inside their office, inside their business, inside their city, they're savages. Yeah, but when they go somewhere else, they shut up and they let everyone else run all over them. I'm owning all that shit. And so are you guys. Okay? So I want to tell you that competition is big to me. But I shipped 100 pounds of food when I went to Florida. And then we went off to some islands and shit. And, they doesn't fly anymore because food only lasts so long. So now we're on our own. And when I got home, I told my wife, I go, damn, man, I was shredded. And now I feel like I'm fat again. And she goes, you were never shredded. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, you want to play that game with me? You know what I mean? Because that's the fastest way to piss me off would be to call me fat, because I hate that shit, because I was a fat kid and my whole family's fat. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. They've all had the stomach surgery, guys. They're 300, 400, 500 pounds. That's why I freak out on this shit, man, because if my DNA, my bloodline is not good. Guys, I had to recreate my DNA, recreate my bloodline. Dude, I'm serious. Some of you right now, you may have awesome parents and they may be killers and you're like, oh, my whole family's into fitness. Dude, I would have given anything to run with your family. But that wasn't mine. My dad said, get a job, stay out of jail. So some of you guys, you're going to have to recreate. By the way, entrepreneurship is to create. You're going to have to create something that doesn't exist. Okay? Can you see it? Don't quit. So madness, number one, opposition, competition. Those are two big deals to me. Number three, control. I want to fucking control it. And I mean that. I want to control how my day is going to go. I want to control how everything's going to go. I work for madness. I'm a control freak. Some of you guys like, oh, we'll just see how it works out. Not a chance. Power and fame. I want you to understand this, because I want some people to say, power and fame. What do you mean? You don't build a name for yourself. All the shit you believe in doesn't mean nothing. All this hard work I've been putting in, all this training, I want to teach it. And I want millions of other people who would have never have had anything like I would have never have had to wake up and go get what theirs, to get theirs. And that's what I want. So I'm going to need some power. I'm going to need a brand. I'm going to need some fame. It's going to have to happen, because if not, it's 2023. It's the era of the influencer. Your parents said, oh, lay under the radar, Jason. Don't want to be a dick. Nah, shut up, dude. You know what? I'm going to go out there and influence some people to go all in. And you know what? A lot of people aren't going to like it, but the people that don't like it aren't playing the game. Okay. Listen, I've never seen anybody hate that was doing better than me. Very rarely. Okay. Do you see somebody doing better than you hating on you? Most of the time, if the people that are great say, yeah, man, keep going, guy. That's good shit. You know, if I play basketball, if some kid's trying his ass off on the court, I don't say, dude, you suck. I see you practicing your ass off, but you suck. No, I'm like, dude, good job, man. Keep it up because we see the effort. Okay. So control, power, fame, proving others wrong. This is a big one for me. My wife, I always tell her, you know, I fuel myself with my haters. And she's like, you know, I don't know if it's just that even she's more savage than me or if it's just another way. She's like, I don't even give them fucking credit. I forgot about them. I don't want to forget about them. I don't want to forget that my teachers said, dude, you're not going to make it. You're a loser. I don't want to forget that, you know, my friends' parents growing up would call me the poor kid. I don't want to forget that shit. I know they see me now. I never talk to them, but I know they see me. That's what I want with you guys. If someone tells you you can't, I want you to never forget it. And I want you to just pour that fucking on like gasoline. Just keep pouring it on, man. Okay. Because I'm here to tell you that you're going to need every edge that you can get when it gets dirty. By the way, listen to me. When you're not trying that hard, you don't need a big edge. Some of you right now, you're like, I feel good. You're not giving enough. Listen, sometimes I get 2 hours of sleep at night because, and it's not healthy. You know, I want to tell you guys something real quick, and this is why it's good for us to get together. And some things that I say to you, you may be like, I'm not going to do that. Cool. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm doing. I'm sharing shared thoughts, shared experiences, things that I have learned from other people, things that I've done in my own life as an applicant person that's paid off big time. Let me tell you one of them. I remember Patrick Bet David. He's a mentor of mine. He did this training, and he was talking about like Tiger Woods, how Tiger was just fucking savage, right? Like when he played golf, and he had enemies. He had a lot of enemies. The way he worked, but I was just listening to this stuff, and he said Tiger was the true 1%, you know, and as I was listening to Patrick Bet David talk about Tiger, Tiger would go from one tournament to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. He never took a break. He threw his trophies, his checks in a box. He didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to go to the next one. And he'd practice all night long, kind of like Kobe, like Mamba mentality. It's crazy that what I'm about to tell you, you're going to learn that the people that you really know about, the people that are icons and legends, they all had one thing in common. Each one of them trained so hard, cared so much, gave all they had, almost to a state of like being hospitalized. Now, when I say that, half of you could be like, I don't like that. I know you don't. Getting 8 hours of sleep would be great. Sometimes I honestly go to bed at 11 o'clock. I lay down, I shut my eyes. I know I got to hit the gym at 5 a.m. And I think, I can't fucking go to bed. I can't, guys, I'm going to get one life. I mean, I'm going to get one. And people are they're so programmed to be on this like cycle of average that whatever they don't get done today, they'll just push off tomorrow. I don't want to be like everybody else. So I'll wake up, I'll get a spiral notebook, I'll get a pen, piece of paper, and I'll go to war. I'll alter my identity. I'll change the way I think. I'll find somebody that I'm really interested in that's doing something that I really want in my life, and I'll study them for 8 hours, 8 hours straight. And why wouldn't I watch 2 videos and then turn it off and go to bed? Because I almost brainwashed myself to understand, was that just that one video, or is that every video? Is this how this person believes? This is how they always talk? Is this really who they are? Is there a show being put on here? Like, I need to dissect them, like dissecting a frog. You know, the world's your library. If you know what you're looking for, it'll give you what you're looking for. So again, this is a state of madness. Okay. And my wife will say, babe, go to bed. And I'm like, babe, I slept on me for way too long. Other people slept on me. I slept on me. I'm not going to do it no more. And I'm not telling you. And she'll say this. She says all the time, she goes, you're going to regret it tomorrow. I have before. But you know what? I'll regret it the day that my body says, get your ass up out of bed, and I ignore it. That's when the real regret will start coming in, because that's when I've gotten civilized. That's when I've gotten soft. And that's when I'm losing my edge. See, guys, I want to keep getting crazier, and I'm not going to slow down because I know my competition is, and I'm going to fucking take their souls. And I want you guys to any way or thing that I'm doing, why these inner circle calls are so important is because this is a good opportunity for you, you know, every other week to truly sit down, look in the mirror and say, dude, am I playing all I got? Like, am I really, or am I just fucking saying that? Because I want to tell you something that's very dangerous is when you've convinced yourself that you're giving all you've got, you've basically quit. So don't ever do that. So that's why the state of madness is super important. So proving others wrong, the need to avoid embarrassment. I added that because the need to avoid I fucking hate getting embarrassed. I'm not saying I'm afraid of it, but I hate it. So I train my ass off. So, I mean, you guys know me. You see me every time I train, I put myself in the middle of a room. I have anybody hit me with any objection. I don't know what they could say. I don't know what the question is. I don't know the way they're going to handle it. I don't know the way that they'll act or operate. And I put my back against a wall. So I train so that I can put my back against the wall in front of big audiences, which again, prove that I'm the authority, that my shit works, which you got to do the same thing. Okay. You got to do the same thing. All right. But you got to, the need to avoid embarrassment. So success favors the prepared. All right. Mastery. Huge one under madness. Okay. Write this down. 99% of the world is a master of none. 99% of the world is a master of none. They've mastered nothing. Maybe they do 5 things in life and they're average at all of them. Next to mastery, I want you to put top 1%. Don't put top 20%. Don't put top 5. Would you, hey, if you're the top 20, are you still doing better than everybody else? Yeah. Top 5, you're still doing better. Guys, I'm talking top 1%, guys. That's what we need. That's the icon. Guys, if you ever want to reach icon state, which you all can, every one of you on this call can do this. Icon state. Okay. Mastery. Top 1%. All right. Last one underneath madness. Write this down. Desire to be the very best. Desire to be the very best. Okay. I want to explain what that means. Just write in parentheses next to it, break records. Like, you're fucking looking to break records every day, every week, every month. Dude, you can never do the same as you did before. It has to be better. In the Elliott Group, we break records every month. It gets harder, but we're not going to stop breaking records. And you're not either. And if you're not breaking records right now, I want you to take a deep dive look into what drives you. And I want you to change because you will start breaking records, and that can start today. I want you to write this down. Like your individuality, like what you care about, like internally. I want you to write down 3 things under individuality, like how you think about yourself. What do you really want? 3 things. Number 1, I'm going to go quickly. Lifestyle. Number 2, recognition. Number 3, security. I don't need security. I don't want it. A lot of you on this call, you're like, I just want to make sure my family's good. You're always going to be good if you can master the rest of these. Security to me is comfort, and comfort kills me. So I'm not really interested in security. I am interested in lifestyle. I have grown fond of nicer shit. I do like nice cars. I'm not saying I'm a car freak. I don't even like cars, but I do, $30,000 cars don't really do it for me no more. I like, not that it's about money. I just seem to like nicer shit. I like nicer houses. I like nicer restaurants. I remember growing up, $100 for 3 or 4 people at dinner was a lot of money. Now it seems like it's a couple $1,000s at least for a dinner. Um, how the fuck do I keep walking into these nicer restaurants? I don't know. I like the lifestyle. They just treat me better there. And you say, well, you're wasting money. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody write this down. Abundance mindset. Knock that shit off. Hey, I love you being frugal. Okay, you want to Dave Ramsey this shit? Save all your money? That's cool. But can I ask you a question? Somebody told me the other day, Warren Buffett, he's like, I'm not giving my kids any money. He drives a fucking 1993 Camry. I don't want to be Warren Buffett. I don't want to drive around in a 1993 Camry with fucking trillions of dollars. That would suck balls. Why would you not want to have some nice shit? It's like I want us to all have nice stuff. I want us all to have our families running around and have nice houses and nice things and nice restaurants and nice vacations and shit like that, right? So I just want to tell everybody that, like people are like, I want to be like Warren Buffett. I'm like, have his money, yeah, but I don't want to look like him. He doesn't exercise, he doesn't take care of himself, I'm out. He drives a 93 Camry, I'm out. No ways. Like, I want some nice shit. Now listen to me. I'm not telling you I'm not humble, but I'm trying to tell you that I think lifestyle is a big deal that drives me. I went a long time not having nice stuff. I grew up very poor. Also recognition. I want to tell you this, why I think this is important. As a man, as a husband, one of the greatest things that I can receive is my wife to tell me that I'm doing a good job. Money, if I was to put, my wife walks in and tells me that if my wife goes, babe, I want to tell you, thank you for taking care of our family. It means a lot to me. I see how hard you work. Thank you for providing. And I love the man you've become. If I could get that statement, or I could take $1 million cash. I know a lot of people be like, nah, take the million, dude. I don't need that shit. I kind of like that more. Okay. I like that. My wife, I like it when she notices that I'm doing big shit or I'm changing. And so recognition is big to me. Plus, I want to tell you this. I recognize my team a lot, and I try to never forget to do that. If you do want to build that superpower massive team and build an army, I want to warn you guys, the greatest thing that you'll ever give your team is recognition. It supersedes money. It's more powerful than anything at all. A circle of safety and trust and all that is beautiful, but adding recognition in it is like cinnamon and coffee. Like, it's just perfect, right? So recognition, make sure the people that are doing a good job for you, okay? Because I'm giving an example, like Ryan Carroll, maybe building his coaching company. He's all fired up and he's got some guy and he's grinding his balls every day. Come on, man, give me fucking more. Got to have more. You got to do better. That's good. They love that. But also you got to, when he makes a call and he does a good job, say, man, good job on the opening on that call, man. Dude, you really rep the brand well. You did a good job. I mean, honestly, dude, I love the way that you talked to him. Also, good job on the way that you presented the product and explained the value. Good job, man. Hey, even if he didn't get the sell, good job. It's all good. You did a good job, man. Now that person's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready for this next call. Like, it can't always be a grind, guys. If in order to be a leader, you must learn to play both sides. And then at the end of the month, understand this monetarily value, like money and shit, and then also just going and spending some time with your team. There needs to be a little mixture of both. Tomorrow's watch day. Me and my wife are giving out some more Breitling watches to the team. We love them. We want to recognize the ones that are turning it up. Okay, one more deal we're going to add. Purpose. This is a big one. My two things, I put advancement, madness, individuality, and now I'm going to go to purpose. Purpose is a big one for me. Purpose and madness are probably my two things. I run with purpose and I run with madness. Advancement really doesn't mean shit to me. And individuality, like, Like I like lifestyle, but I feel like if I do the purpose and madness, my lifestyle is going to be there. So these are my two things. Write down history. History is a big deal. The history of my family is they're all losers. I'm not being negative. Some of you are like, dude, you don't think very highly of your family. Listen, guys, we didn't really change anybody's life. We didn't really do anything. We existed. Okay. I'm not doing that no more. Okay. History means a lot to me. Also, history. Let's go back in to talk about like how warriors used to fight. This is purpose to me. When you're the front liner and you're going to be the founder of a new business, there's settlers and there's founders. Founders go and they're the ones that end up dying most of the time to build something beautiful, and then other people come in and settle behind. I want to be one of the frontline people. I want to be the barbarian warrior. I want to be the one that goes and breaks the freaking wall down and saves. I want to be the ones they talk about, right? Like, and I love that. Like, I'm willing to put myself on the front line. So history means a lot to me. I want to be a warrior. I want to be a real Spartan savage. Like, I want to be fearless. I don't want to be afraid of anything. You guys are going to have to get fearless. Okay. So history tells us a lot about anybody that ever got anywhere, was the craziest one in the room. Okay. And by the way, they believed in themselves when everyone else didn't. Okay. Commonly, this is 100% of the game. Helping others. Purpose is helping others. I want to tell you, when I help someone else, I could have a $10 million check here or helping someone else. And if I had to choose the feeling, which would be greater, it would be helping someone else. As I'm talking to you guys on this call right now, some of you, you're not where you want to be, but you're literally changing that right now in your life. And like you're physically changing that right now. And I need you to not stop. I need you to pressure the shit out of yourself when no one else will, when everyone else says stop, when everyone else says play safe. Dude, I am telling you, I remember my wife telling me if we eventually don't start making money, I'm going to have to go back and get a regular job. I mean, I remember these conversations, guys. Listen to me. I had to get fucking better faster. That's when I was like, shit, I got to get better. And by the way, what does that mean? That means I got to start helping other people. Okay. I want you to understand this in the beginning, when you're going through the self-development phase, you're helping yourself because you want to learn how to help others. So you're changing you to know that you can change with this information or with this strategy. And then you implement that strategy into other people, right? Changing, helping other people's. That's a big deal. Okay. So helping other people's, doesn't matter what you, by the way, listen to me, replace selling with helping. I promise you'll become the most dangerous salesperson in the world when you start helping people. By the way, I'm going to get to selling in a minute, and I'm going to give you guys some great word tracks you guys can use. I kind of wrote them down on a piece of paper. I thought I would share some things with you guys. By the way, purpose, change. I like to change shit. You know what that means? I'm broke today. I ain't going to be broke next year. Okay. I don't have the house I want today. I'm going to have the house I want next year. By the way, change. If you guys really want to change, you can't just say you want to change. You have to go and grab your wife, put her ass in the car, drive her over to the nicest neighborhood and say, pick a fucking house. Pick a fucking house. Pick any house you want. I want to know, what house do you want? And I'm going to back myself into a corner until you and the kids get in that house. I'm not telling you that's what motivates and inspires you. I've done it with my wife. It was a game changer. It made me feel good to give her something that she wanted so I could go get what I want. You know what I want? I just want to be crazy. I want a license to get crazier. And you know what I've learned? The more that I take care of my kids, my wife, and my family, the more they give me that license to get crazier. I don't even want money no more. You know what I want? I want to prove everyone fucking wrong. And I want to prove all of you right, that you guys making a decision to train with me. If you can change, listen, you can change. Not me, you can fucking change. You're dangerous. No one can fucking beat you. And once you change, now you're going to grab a group of people, which is your army, and you're going to get them to change too. And you're going to coach them the same way that you were taught. They won't always all be the same, but it's the same mission. It's the same direction. It's the same core values. It's the same core beliefs. And guys, this is hard shit to build, but the hard shit pays. Like this is what we're doing. This mind, the whole time that we're talking right now, you're reprogramming yourself to believe in this and not that. Because that is fucking dog shit. That out there is a lie. And once you believe the lie, it becomes the truth. So change. Okay, two more. Impact. Impact's big. Guys, listen to me. You have no idea the impact when you change and you become this person, this is going to have on your children. This is going to have on your wife, that this is going to have on your future team if you don't have one today. Guys, and listen to me, you can't care what other people think when you're making big changes like this, like you can't care. Okay. And then by the way, one more on purpose, just put total recreation, right? And I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to write down 4 things. Okay. Write down this. These are 4 things we're going to write down 4 questions to evaluate my drive or my team's drive. Okay. So like if you're just an individual on this call, these are 4 questions to evaluate your drive. Okay. I gave you a lot of things to think about. Question number 1, are you bored? Okay. Just write it down. Are you bored? If you're bored, got a fucking problem. Okay. Because I don't get bored. I don't have, guys, if you're bored, go back up to the top, find some of those things that drive you and dive into them. Okay. Number 2, are your results declining? Number 1, are you bored? Number 2, are your results declining? If you ever notice that your results are declining, there's a good chance that you've got a decline problem in your drive. That your drive, you're letting what used to fuel you and be your edge slip. Okay. Basically, you're sleeping on you. You're getting comfortable. You're getting complacent. Sometimes it's not that mediocrity is crawling all over you. It's that sometimes we're doing better than we ever thought. So we enter a state of comfort. Don't do that. Guys, you listen. You don't think someone out there, once you get to this level that you're wanting to get to, you don't think they fucking want what you got? Dude, they're going to come try to take it. You're going to have to protect this edge, this drive until you're buried in the ground. And I'm going to tell you, listen to me. I'm a lot. I'm a handful. I'm too much. You know, my wife, she puts up with a lot of shit with me. It's the truth, man. She's like, fuck, dude. Like, can't we ever just relax? You're so tense. I'm like, yeah, I know I can, but it's so scary to me to do that because it took me so long to get here that I'm afraid that, you know, I, in the back of my ear, I hear my enemy saying, come on, man, just take off a couple days. You've earned it. I don't feel like I've earned it. Okay. Now, maybe one day I will, but today I don't. Today I'm on fire. Listen, guys, have you ever been on the other fucking side of momentum? The bad side? The side where you're going down and not up? I've been there. I don't like that. So when I'm on the upside of momentum, the good side, I don't want to fucking rest. Pound that shit. Bah, 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 bah. Keep going, man. It's like taking a car from 0 to 200 and then slowing it down. It's like, bro, don't slow it down. Okay. But listen, again, I'm not asking you to be me. Okay. Your wife may say, I don't like this. Hey, maybe once you start seeing the big results and the life shift happen and the lifestyle change, she's like, you know what? Maybe I can get fucking used to this. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, I had to prove to her that all this energy was going somewhere. I had to prove to her that all this training was going somewhere. So guys, like you're going to have to do the same thing. And I still have to do it. Okay. So I just want to tell you, men, women, everybody watching this, think about some things. Are you bored? Are your results declining? Number 3, have you hit a plateau or any kind of like stagnancy, right? In your life or in your company? Have you become stagnant in life? You know, it's almost like being bored, but like it's like flowing water is nice and beautiful and clean, but then stagnant water starts to become fucking stinky and nasty. And you know, it's nasty. Okay. So have you hit a plateau? Hey, if you hit a plateau, I will tell you this call you're on can create a breakthrough. Okay. And the last one, do you feel like your talent is declining? I'm going to tell you about something, and I'll tell you guys certain things. There was a time when I started the Elliott Group, and my talent was super sharp. And it was kind of like David Goggins when he talked about in his book. It was his new book. It was never finished. His last book he just came out with. If you haven't read, yeah, there's Can't Hurt Me. That was a good book. But see, David Goggins wrote Can't Hurt Me when he was crazy because he's like, fuck you, you can't hurt me. Right? I don't give a shit what you say. You can't hurt me. That was his deal. But then what happened is after Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins started making tons of money. He's doing these speaking gigs, paying him, you know, $500,000 per speech, half an hour. Come on, man. I mean, they're paying him a lot of dough. He's doing big shit. Everybody's wanting to sponsor him. He used to run 100-mile races. Now he's running 5-mile races. Right? Got the video camera on him running 5 miles. He went through a state of called maintaining. He was maintaining, and no one knew it. That savage, that you know, that stay hard. He died, and no one knew it, but David knew it. So David said, this guy challenged him with this race and goes, "Hey man, why don't you come run this run?" And David's like, "Fuck that! I don't have to prove myself. What do you mean? You ain't read about me? You didn't see all the shit I did?" And then he realized he'd become soft. He'd become civilized. And that the fact that he's getting pissed off about someone challenging him fucking bothered him because he wouldn't accept it, but make excuses. So David went back to training again. Okay. And that's when he wrote the book, Never Finished. He got embarrassed. He didn't finish first. He didn't finish like he used to finish, but he finished. And he started to get back on the grind again to become great. So do you feel like your talent is declining? For some reason, you may work yourself to a certain point where you get super ultra sharp, and it's you use it or lose it. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. Don't keep using it, you're going to lose it. If somebody on this call right now has a 6-pack, don't diet and go to the gym for 90 days. You won't have one anymore. You have to maintain it. You have to keep fueling it. So anyways, just want to tell you those things are some things that you can think about. Okay. Now here's what I want to do. Number one, I want to talk about sales. Let's skip to sales. And then towards the last like 30 minutes of the call, 45 minutes, I'll be like, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? I'll talk about anything with you guys. Okay. But I want to give you guys some word tracks. Okay. Now listen, I could go around, I could ask everybody, what do you do? Right. And I'm totally cool with that. But I want to give you guys some word tracks. If somebody has a coaching company, a coaching industry, or you're into coaching, I want to tell you guys, because listen, guys, I'm a coach for a living. Now, by the way, I'm a sales guy. So like I can talk sales with you guys right now. You can tell me what industry you're in, tell me the objection you get. I'd be happy to give you a way to handle it. And I'm totally cool with that. And we can do that. But I want to give you some things that we have learned and I want to tell you, everybody write this down. So we're going to write down wordplay. Okay. Wordplay are things that allow a client to become framed. So everybody write down framing. No matter what you do, if you're a great leader, you have to frame your team to think a certain way. You know, words can be very powerful to help people. Listen to me. To help people get what they want. Notice I said get what they want. It's not what you want. See, a lot of people think salespeople, scumbag just wants what he wants. No, The reason why I'm a savage and I'm great is because my job is to be the best, to be a pro, not an amateur, so I can help them get what they want. Because I've learned that a lot of people, listen to me, I own a coaching company. Somebody messages me right now and they say, yeah, fuck Andy, I want to change my life. I say, cool, man. I say, well, number one, listen to me. I'm going to give you a 10,000 foot view. We want to change your lifestyle. We want you to look in the mirror and love who you are. Do you got a family? Yeah. I want your wife to look at you and admire you and say, God, man, what a man. I want your children to look up to you and you be their hero. And obviously at the end of the day, what's gotten you to where you're at right now has gotten you to where you're at. So if you want to go from A to B, and B is a different level, we're going to have to do something different. That's going to have to be a different blueprint. Would you agree? Yes. Okay. Now, at that point, they say they're ready to do something. Once there's money involved, people go, oh, shit. I thought it was, damn, I knew it was going to cost me something, but come on, man. Dude, do you know what it costs people to not know? Listen. Anybody, everybody, understand this. You must realize this as not as a part of the word track, but as a part of the way life works. Anybody that knows something that you want to know, it's going to cost you something to get it. Whether it's time, whether it's energy, or whether it's capital. It could be one of those three, or it could be all three: time, energy, and capital. And by the way, I could ask him, hey, Jason, today, based on all the information you said, you want to go from A to Z, right? Are you willing to give up some time, energy, and capital to make this happen? If I can guarantee and ensure that that will happen, yes or no? They say yes. If they say yes, let's roll. If they say, well, how much? I say, well, I'm going to tell you the rule. If you really want the grand life, the great one that you told me that you wanted, it's probably going to cost more than you want to pay. But really, it doesn't cost you anything. You know why? Because the top 1% in your industry, if you're making 100 grand and it's $1 million, you could spend up to $900,000 in training to learn what it takes to earn $1 million. Okay. So really what it costs you right now, what it's costing you not to know. So Jason, if you don't spend $1 with me right now, it's costing you $900,000 a year not to know. So you want to know what's costing you? 900 grand. Good thing is, it's not going to cost you 900 grand. It'll cost you X, Y, and Z amount of money. And then I'm going to allow you an opportunity to learn this. Now, are you willing to do the work? Okay. Because I can't go work out for you. I can't go watch the videos for you. I can't go talk to the people for you. I can't pick up the phone for you. But can you do those things if I tell you how to do it? Yes. Okay. Boom. We got it, baby. It's done. Okay. Like I want you to understand this. As I talk to people every day, there's two things that stop people from making a decision. Okay, are you ready? I want you to understand this. There's an internal belief and an external belief. Internal belief means this. Things like this don't work for people like me. Like me. Like, so I'm thinking, God, Jason, I know this fitness program is badass, but you don't understand. My body doesn't work like that. I tried my macros. I tried my deal. I tried doing this. That's an internal belief, dude. You're wrong. It can work. It will work. And the fact that you did it with somebody else and it didn't work, I wasn't that person and that wasn't with me. Okay. So I can't speak for them, but I can speak for what I do. Number two, external beliefs. You know what that means? That means that someone else, maybe like, I'm going to give you an example. I took over this solar training sales guy about a year ago. His dad's a doctor. His mom is a doctor. His brother's a doctor. Their grandpa's a doctor. And he dropped out of school to sell solar. The fucking kid's going to make $1 million. Listen to me. $1 million this year. But the first 2 or 3 months training him, he got hammered by his family telling him that he was making the worst decision of his life. I need you to know 99% of the people would have broke and gone back to school because the heat of the parents. So that's external problems. Okay. So understand this. Somebody may say, well, yeah, I would do it, but I don't have the time. That's an internal problem. That's a lie. Okay. Everybody's got time. Okay. We all got the same 24 hours. That's bullshit. Okay. That's an excuse. That's actually not a time problem. Okay. Once you can the excuses, you'll get the life you want. Now, I want to give you guys some word tracks, and then we'll talk about sales for a minute, okay? So, and I put here great coaching word tracks to memorize. Okay. And by the way, look, I ask people all the time, I say, hey, tell me what you're trying to do. So write this down because this is really good. Because a lot of times people try to tell people about their product, and that's a problem. So if I'm talking to Ryan Carroll, I could be like, hey, Ryan, so look, my Andy Elliott, appreciate you reaching out, man. Obviously, I want to take you to where you want to go. Real quick, 30-second conversation. Tell me what you're trying to do. That's it. That's all I got to say. Tell me what you're trying to do. Write that shit down. Because if I say, tell me what you're trying to do, they're going to tell me. And by the way, don't you want to give them what they want? Yeah, you're not Nostradamus. You can't fucking guess. Let them tell you. And then I can say, hey, Ryan, based on all the information you just gave me, it sounds to me like this is what you want to make happen. And if someone can make that happen, and there's a strategy to put you in place where you can compress time frames, turn decades into days, and to do what most people would take 3 or 4 years to do, you could do it in the next 2 or 3 months. That's what the road you want to take. Is that correct? Yes. Bam. I didn't even tell him what I was going to do. He told me what he wanted to do. So I say this, listen to me. What are you trying to do? Number 2, can I get you to commit to your future? Write this down. This is a good one to talk to your team. I could use it with clients. I can say, Ryan, let me ask you a question. Can I get you to commit to your future? Can I? Yeah. Okay. Well, Ryan, based off you saying no, it sounds to me like you're not committing to your future. Okay. So I'm going to ask you again. Can I get you to commit to your future? Ryan, I can't help someone who's not all in. Are you all in with me? Yes or no? Okay, so listen, I want you to understand some word tracks here, okay? Can I get you to commit to your future? I can't help someone who's not all in. Understand? Underline not. Guys, this is great to talk to your children. This is great to talk to your team. Hey, team, can I get you guys to commit to your future? Yeah, because I can't help someone who's not all in. Okay, and when you don't make your 100 calls like you said you were going to make, I can't help someone who's not all in. You're not committing to your future when you don't make the calls. Okay, I'm allowing you guys to use these words freely however you want, but I'm giving you some word tracks. Okay, another one. If you don't make a decision, I can't help you win. I love the word win. Okay, Ryan, listen to me. The difference between winners and losers is decisions. There's good decisions, bad decisions, and indecision. The worst decision of all is indecision. I'd rather you make a bad one. Seriously. But if you can't make a decision, I can't help you win. And by the way, Ryan, there's power in taking action. You understand that? Everybody write that down. There's power in taking action. Okay. So when you're talking to your team, if you can't make a decision to go and do things differently, I can't help you win. Team, there's power in taking action. Okay. I'm giving you guys some great things to talk to yourself, your team. Hey, how about looking in the fucking mirror and saying this to yourself? Affirmations. Affirmations are very powerful. Okay. Let's keep going through a couple more. Okay. And I said this to you guys ever. Have you ever been on the wrong side of momentum? Okay. Okay. Yes or no? I ask yes or no. You ever been on the wrong side of momentum? I've been on the good side that takes you up. I've been on the bad side, takes you down. You ever been on the wrong side? Yep. Okay. Well, I can't help you until you commit. And once you commit, I won't let you fail. If you're looking to bring more momentum into your life than you ever imagined and to have it poured on you like gasoline, all I need you to do is make a simple commitment. And once you commit, I won't let you fail. Guys, you sit down with anybody that's important to you in your life and you look at them in the eyes and you say, once you commit, I won't let you fail. Which means you must fucking commit. Okay. All right. Now, by the way, some of you guys are like, well, we don't talk like that in my industry. Stop. You're thinking too small. One day you're going to wish you'd known this shit. You'd have paid attention. Okay. Remember this. Okay. I was once at a church sermon and the preacher was telling me a story about something that had happened to somebody. And I immediately thought, well, that's never happened to me. Maybe I should have slept in this morning. I don't need this. And my wife goes, I bet one day we go through this. We ought to pay attention. Sure enough, the next year we were going through it. Thank God I did pay attention. It played out in my favor. Remember, success favors the prepared. Anyways, okay, it's clear to me that you want to do this. I say this to people all the time. Ryan, based on the information that you've just given me and based on the program that we have that can make this happen, it's clear to me that you want to do this, correct? Okay, I say it's clear. It's concrete, crystal clear that you want to do this, okay? It's a simple statement. It's clear to me you want to do this. And by the way, I'm giving you guys some word tracks. And then I'll be happy to go through any industry. Okay. Coaching and training is engaging in systematic behaviors. I tell people all this all the time, so write this down. Coaching and training is engaging in systematic behaviors. Systematic, which means doing something continually. You guys can change the words however you want, okay? That allow you to do tomorrow what you can't do today. Okay, follow me. Coaching or training. You could say, guys, training is engaging in daily behaviors that allow you to do tomorrow what you can't do today. And by the way, that's the truth. That's the truth. Why we're here today, the information that I've given you on this call so far today, you guys can all get a copy of this recording and you can watch this a million times and you can take millions of notes and you can play it with your team. You can do whatever you need to do. And I promise you, you'll be able to do some things tomorrow with the information we gave you today that you couldn't do today. That's the secret, man. Okay. Let me give you guys like 2 or 3 more. We'll roll. Okay. And I'll cover some different stuff. Okay. By the way, I always say your current position is at A, right, Ryan? And you're wanting to go to B. Is that correct? Okay. I always tell people that. By the way, listen to me. It's framing is reminding people about what they wanted. Because once money comes on the table, people somehow tend to forget what they wanted. Okay. And by the way, we can talk about money being a problem. We can talk about any sales industry, which I'll open it up. We'll talk about sales. There's 3 words I say all the time. Okay. Action cures problems. I say it all the time. People come up to me and they say, I got this problem. I say, well, action cures problems. We need more action, less talking. I love it. Action cures problems. You want to cure a fucking problem? More action. More action. Put more action in. I promise you, you can cure any problem with X amount of action. That's for sure. We've all poured more effort into something that wasn't going well and it turned itself around. Okay. Matter of fact, that's the secret to life. Okay. And there's a saying, and you just hear me out here. I kind of wrote it down for you guys. I put on a scale from 1 to 10, how serious, notice the word is serious. Hey, Ryan, on a scale from 1 to 10, how serious are you about getting these new results or this new life that you want? On a scale 1 to 10, how serious are you? Guys, that's a good one. Write that down. Scale 1 to 10, how serious are you? Guys, he's like, man, I want to get in shape. I say, let me ask you a question. Bob, how serious are you from scale 1 to 10 about getting this new body, getting this new life you want? How serious are you? Oh, I'm serious. So 1 to 10. A 10? Well, if you're 10 serious, then we're taking action. Okay. Because action cures problems. Right? See how you just roll into that? All these can tie together. Okay. And by the way, I want you to understand this. Please, everybody write this down on a scale 1 to 10. How serious are you about getting how serious are you about getting these new results? New results could be one way, or you could say 2 things. You say new results and this new life. By the way, I want you to say a statement after you say that. Ready? Because I only do business with people who are serious. See, that's a good one. It reminds them that you're the expert. It reminds them that you're the pro. Because I only do business with people who are serious. Okay, Derek, that's what we do. We do business with people who are serious. Okay, you didn't call today to play patty cake, did you? No. Okay, you didn't come here to play patty cake. Okay, you come here to get a new life, to get some new results, right? Is that correct? How serious are you about getting this new life and these new results 1 to 10? 10? Well, good, because I only do business with people who are serious. I'm glad that we met. Sounds like we got a lot in common. See, guys, what am I doing? I'm framing. Just everybody understand this. I want you guys to understand multiple ways to see sides of selling. Okay. Okay. Now let's write down one more thing and then I'll move on and we're going to go open game. This is a good one. Okay. Some of you guys that do coaching or sell coaching or do different stuff. Out of everything that we've talked about. Okay, Ryan. So I'll say this as an open. I say, Ryan, out of everything that we've talked about, what piques your interest the most? Shut up. Okay. This is a big one. Because once they answer that, you're going to take them home. What I've learned is sometimes I assume, first 3 letters and assume is ass. I assume what people need. And in the beginning, when I was an amateur, I found out I was wrong a lot. Okay. So I like that statement. Out of everything that we've talked about, what piques your interest the most? Okay. All right. What do you guys think? You guys like some of these word tracks we're using? Okay. By the way, listen to me. They're wordplay. It's called wordplay. It's called framing. You guys can use them in every industry. You should have lots of different things that you talk about. I want to open this up. Let's talk for 20 minutes. After we talk, then I'm going to go into some training that I did this morning on some good fucking shit, man. As if all this wasn't good. Right. And I know I'm putting a fire hose up to your mouth. So Cameron Wells, Cameron, let's roll, buddy. Let's try to keep these about 1 minute each so that we can keep them
Andy.
short. What's up, brother? Talk to me.
Hey, all right. So I had a quick question, like an objection thing for a specific industry.
Talk to me.
So I'm in tour sales as a concierge. I'm over on the Big Island. I work at the Fairmont Orchid, and my primary objective is just to be like guest relations, but then my secondary to sell tours. So one of the bigger objections, of course, we had the
So hold
you
on.
know,
So in a 10-second conversation, selling a tour of the island.
No, so we have partnerships. We're basically like an activities desk. So we have partnerships with the vendors across the state. The bigger companies like helicopter tours, manta ray companies,
Okay.
land tours.
So you sell activities, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll. Hit me with the objection.
So some of the bigger objections are like price and stuff, but the biggest one that I have not
Come
figured
on,
out how to
man. Hit me
combat.
with anything, dog. I'm gonna bury that ass.
Okay. So it's the biggest one that I've like found is, why can't I just book this online? Why do I have to book it with you?
Well, what we've learned is that 99% of people tend to put stuff off. Obviously, anything that should be done today shouldn't be put off for tomorrow. The fact that you're here with your family, right? What I would tell you is that if this is important, and obviously making memories with your family is super important, anything that's important should be done first. Okay. I know this right now. There's so much stuff to do on the island. If you don't book this and you want to, there's a good chance you'll put it off. And then when you leave, you'll have regret. And that's my fault. So I'd recommend let's pass go. Obviously, I can look at your wife's face. I see this is something that she wants to do. I can tell your children are ultra excited. Look, you guys didn't make it all the way down here to the island not to do cool shit. What I've learned is that a lot of people come to the island. They actually get so distracted. They don't end up doing the cool stuff. And then they leave and they're like, damn it. If you don't plan this, it won't happen. The fact that we're here, availability to even schedule this is so rare. There's a good chance if you try to even go online, it'll show you that it's not available, or you may even get confused. So for me, face-to-face, man-to-man, man-to-woman, me to you and your family, I would tell you, if this is something that's important to you, and obviously in the last 30 seconds of your life, the only thing you're going to remember are the memories you made with your family, which is what we're about to do. Let's go ahead and book this now. Let's take care of it. Is that fair? Reach out, grab the hand, shake it. Let me get this set up. Welcome to making memories and having a great life. You're a good man. Good job taking care of your family. Press through that bitch and get them to sign up. That's it, Cameron.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Most people in the last 30 seconds of their life, the regret they have is they didn't make enough memories with the people they love. The fact that you're here and talking to me right now. Look, if this is something that you want to do, that means it's important. And important stuff should be put first. Wouldn't you agree, Cameron? And the fact that you traveled all the way down here to the island, all the way down here with your family, and the fact that there is a activity available for you and your family to go and to take care of, and I can personally handle it myself. Have you ever tried doing something online? You ever ordered a shirt online and then it came in the wrong size? How many things get messed up on the internet? You know what? I think human interaction is the one thing people are missing most of the times. And the fact that y'all came out here, you don't live out here. You're out here for a short period of time and you're leaving. That means we can't have any room for error. So me as a human being, as a man that for a living, I bring great memories to people's lives. I will personally be held accountable for scheduling this right now so you can give your family the time and the blast that they deserve. Cameron, I am not going to fucking let you slide.
All right. That was good. Awesome. Yeah.
No, that wasn't good. I'd fucking close that ass right now. I'd say, dude, do me a favor. Turn around and tell me that you haven't ever told your wife that you were going to do something and it didn't happen. Look at her, man. She's dying to go on it. Let me take care of this. That way, you know, they're fired up and everybody gets to go. Now it's checked off the bucket list. You guys go enjoy whatever you want. And then tomorrow at 4:30, this is going down. Come on. Let's go. That's it, Cameron. Listen to me, man. You got to increase your energy, increase your state, and you got to become a savage with this mouthpiece, man. And by the way, listen to me. Notice I played it out and I said, in the last 30 seconds of your life, the only thing you're going to regret is the memories you didn't make with the people you loved because you said, I'm going to put that off. Cameron, you know what procrastination is? It's the thief of time. It's the devil. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy, and he's dying for you to get out here on this island and not make any good memories with your family. This is something that's important, and coming out and bringing your family all the way across the country over here, it was something that you probably want to do. It probably cost you a lot of money. This is something we need to put on the schedule. Your family's important. We're booking it. Like, just don't lay off. So take
Yeah.
that with you.
Okay.
Okay. Become that.
That's the
Let's
biggest
go.
one. That's like the biggest one I've never been able to overcome yet. So that's
Well,
awesome.
you
I
can
appreciate it.
now. You can now. You're ready. All right, Cole, what do you got?
Andy, so got a question for you, and it's not really sales, so if I need to wait.
Whatever it
so-
is, it's all you.
Bro.
Whatever you want.
So since October, I bought like 7 insurance agencies. I've been trying to scale.
Love
And
it.
farmers is coming in and they're fixing to hammer us, dude. What would you say to somebody to move forward to that? Because like I'm talking about a lot of non-renewals, things like that. I've already switched gears and gone to other states and trying to grow business. But what would you say to somebody? Like, what mentality would you go into this with?
Okay, say that one more time. You said, okay, now you bought a lot of insurance companies. You guys sell term and whole life.
No. We're property casualty, home and auto, term whole.
Oh,
life,
okay,
commercial,
home and
things
auto,
like that.
property casual, all this stuff. Okay, and what's the problem now?
Farmers is fixing to non-renew like a lot of my book and get rid of the clients, and they've taken I hope they're raising the rates on everybody, retention dipping. I have no control over that. And
Okay.
new business is extremely hard to write because of rate.
Farmers isn't your competitor. You work for Farmers, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I see your hat. Yeah.
Okay, so but what you're saying is shit's changing and you're gonna have to call each one of these clients and change their stuff, and you feel like they're gonna drop off?
No. I ain't got to call them for them to drop off, but they're getting their renewals in the mail and they're going F this and they're running out the door.
The renewals are coming in at higher prices, and because Farmers is dictating that. He's asking, how does he deal with that situation? It's his own company raising the prices to customers as their policy expires and they automatically renew.
Okay. All right, so listen to me. How many people we talking here?
I have 7,500 clients.
Okay, how big's your team?
I have 9 people.
But you bought these books of businesses.
Yeah. I bought other agents out.
Right. Well, listen, man, I would get really creative with technology. I mean, I don't know what the laws are, but I would tell you this, that do any of these people know who you are when you bought out their policies? Were they sending a new letter that says you are who you are and they're aware of who you are? And
Yeah, they all got a new letter from me. They're also getting drip campaigns inside my CRM. So they get a monthly newsletter from us. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. I'm using Loom videos sitting in there so they know who I am, say hello. But man, I'm bleeding here.
okay. So, well, listen, this sounds like it'd be a longer conversation than just this.
That's why I said if it needs to wait, I can wait. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. But I would recommend, man, I would send a power video that I would send by text blast, and then I would send by email. And then, dude, I know this sounds crazy, man. Dude, I mean, there's so many little things you could do. I mean, dude, like the amount of money that you could lose versus the amount of money that you'll have to invest to put back into them. Now, by the way, can you switch them to another carrier that won't
No,
raise the
yeah.
rates?
I'm captive.
Well, dude, then at that point, listen, I would send, okay, have you ever got one of these little video in a box?
Yeah, I send them.
Okay, so they're a little video in a box. They say, open this is from your farmer's agent, State Farm, whatever. You press play, and it says, please play this 45-second, super important. It says, hey, it's Andy Elliott. Number one, I want to tell you guys, I value you. I'm actually your current insurance broker. I've never personally shaken your hand. Behind me, you see my wife, my children, my kids. State Farm is a very reputable company. They've raised their rates. They've had a lot of claims and things have happened, but the way they protect their customer is better than any other agency I've ever seen. I've seen other companies. They're really concerned on being price driven, but then on the backside, when something happens, they don't cover it. They don't pay for it. There's always a gray area that doesn't cover this. I want to tell you, as being your rep, as being your agent, as being your broker, that you renewing with me, I will personally handle if you have a question with the claim, a problem, anything. When you go outside of our company, there are a lot of companies that are cheaper and they don't offer the same stuff, and they'll tell you they do, but they don't. Wait till a claim comes. My name is Andy. You can reach me on my personal cell phone. Give out my personal number. It's 918-210-0254. You can call me with any questions, but I ask for one thing, that you guys renew with me, and I will stand by your side, and I will help you every step of the way on anything that your family needs on casualty and property, on home, or on auto.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. And from my family to yours, I will never let you down in a world right now where people don't have an ironclad handshake anymore and they can't have their word. Our company gives by far the best policy in the world. And inflation's real and premiums are going up a little bit. But I promise you, if something were to happen on your insurance, you're going to be thankful that you had the best policy in the country, and it's going to save you money. It'll prevent you from getting sued. It'll make sure the hard-earned money that you work for actually goes and gets taken care of, because there's nothing worse than paying a cheap insurance claim, something happening, and then the claim not paying what it's supposed to pay for. Okay, so I'll stand behind it. You put my cell phone number in your phone. If you need me, you call me, and make sure you renew with us. And I can't wait serving you for the rest of your life. And that's
Love
it. And by the way, you know what I would say to them? Hey, and by the way, renew with me. And if you refer me somebody, I'd go for more business. I'd say, and if you refer me somebody, I'll make your next insurance payment. You
I
refer
can't.
me.
That's illegal.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I don't know what's illegal and what's not, but I know that you know
I got you.
something that you can do. But I would tell you to get ahead of this, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I would do, man. So
I'll help you out on that one, Andy. So Cole, here's what I would do. I would start having the conversation in terms of percentage of increase to show them that the percentage is very small. And obviously I would show it in a monthly increase, not a total policy increase. The other thing I'd do is I'd make a cheat sheet of all the discounts that farmers would give. If you have like, take safe driving course, get 10%, start showing them how to save money through the farmer system and frame it differently than a policy increase. Show them that it's not as much as they think with that monthly and that percentage.
Yeah.
good.
We're just seeing we're seeing like 80% rate increases. So I just want to know how you would go ahead on it, man.
did you
Thank
say
you.
80%?
Yeah, dude, they're raping me.
Yeah, that's
Well,
80% is a
well,
little harder.
it sounds like
Yeah.
I'd be buying some fucking other insurance.
Well, I
Shit.
didn't know. But I won't take anybody's time, man. I appreciate it.
No, I got it. Hey, we'll get together. I'll help you with whatever you need. All right. Let's roll to another one. Dimitri, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on, Andy? Good to see you. I'm here in Scottsdale. Me and Winston, we're running our private wealth firm. We put together a lot of intricate tax strategies for folks, getting their taxes down anywhere from 50 to 95%. And a lot of times we put together this really solid plan. We make it seamless. We make it easy for the client. And we say, hey, we're going to do A, B, and C. And at the end of the day, your taxes are going to be down from $1 million to 200 grand, right? They say, I love it. It looks great, but let me go ahead and run this by my CPA. And then we'll hop back on a call in a week or two and go from there. And we're just seeing Winston and I have a very good understanding that time kills deals. And so we want to mitigate that as much as possible. Wanted to know what your thoughts were.
Well, number one, your CPA obviously is okay with you currently paying what you're currently paying. Would you agree, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so your CPA doesn't get your income, and your CPA is currently setting your taxes to where it's at. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. And you're not happy about paying XYZ amount percentage of taxes, are you?
No, I hate it.
So if I can save you that money, it lowers it, puts more money in your pocket. You're saying we would call the CPA that hasn't cared? I mean,
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
yeah. I mean, hey, Bob, I know we ain't been saving any money, but I found a guy that can save me some money. What do you think? I don't know. Sounds risky. Got to keep getting taken advantage of. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. Listen, I want to tell you something. Your CPA's job is to file your taxes and do what he's supposed to do. He doesn't care about the money you pay. His job is to play it safe. He doesn't earn the kind of money that you earn. You earn way more money than your CPA. You think he gives a shit? He doesn't care. He's got 4,800 customers or 48 customers that he serves. He'll tell you that he cares, but if he did care, he'd be out there right now finding somebody who could save you money on your taxes, which you clearly can, but he hasn't been, has he? So my question is, it sounds like other than you, because you're the one paying your taxes, and me, that has a way for you to save money in your taxes, there's only two people that really care about you paying less taxes. Would you agree, Dimitri?
I would, Andy.
Okay, so listen to me. If we were to do this, wouldn't we put it together now, send the stuff over to the CPA when it's time to file? He does your taxes, you save on the money, and now it's done. Listen, if he was going to save you money, he'd already have done it. And you calling to get the okay to save money would be like calling your wife and ask her, is it okay to save money? She's going to say, what kind of dumbass? I want you to ask me every question in the book. But if you call me and ask, can you buy that TV for half off? Do I have a problem with it? No, write the check. That's it. So my question is, if you're paying $1 million a year in taxes and it can go down to 200 and you have to pay me 200, well, then you're paying in 400 where you were paying in $1 million and you're saving 600,000. What is your mortgage balance? What could you do with $600,000? Do you understand the difference between rich people and poor people, Dimitri, is resourcefulness? You're now allowed to have a resource that rich people have, which is me. And now you have it in your life and you get to pay less on taxes and to keep more of your money. This is a no-brainer. Let's pass go. Let's do this now. Hey, we wouldn't be in business if this wasn't legit. Okay? Dude, I've got millionaires right now being referred to me every day. By the way, listen to me, Dimitri, in the beginning, when you talk to him, you need to say this. Listen, this is called framing. You ready, Dimitri? Hey, Dimitri, so listen, I'm going to explain to you what we've learned. We've learned that a lot of people that make good money like you don't have anyone else in their corner to protect them to save money on their taxes. Now, Dimitri, I know you've probably heard from friends how they pay less money in taxes and they get to keep more. Have you ever heard of something like that before? Yes or no?
I have, yes.
And have you always wondered how do they do it? Yes or no?
I'm always looking for the answers.
Okay, Dimitri, if I can give you the answer, show you how we do it, and guarantee and ensure that it's all done in a legal, legit way, it saves you the money, and you get to keep more of the hard-earned money that you make. Would there be any objection? Yes or no?
No.
So I don't know if you can qualify, but if I do the homework and ensure that I can save you money on taxes before I even go into it, is there a reason in the world, if I can show you tax savings, that you wouldn't do it with me right now? Yes or no? Is there one reason?
No.
That it's saving you money.
Yeah, let's do it. That's what I'm saying.
Let's
No,
go to
there's no
work.
reason.
Let's go to work, because my goal is that if I can save you the money, that we're going to have this stuff documented, signed, done, and rolling out at the end of our next hour, hour and a half conversation. Fair?
It's fair. Let's
Now
do
listen,
it.
Dimitri, if I can't save you the money, if I can't save you in taxes, I would completely understand. And I'll tell you, hey, sir, it doesn't look like it's going to work out. Sorry for wasting your time. I was hoping it would, and it wouldn't. If I feel like I can't save you money, I'll say that to you. But if I don't say that and I can save you money, we're going to move forward. Okay? Time is money, and we're going to stop wasting it. Okay, Dimitri, listen to me, man. I swear on my life, okay? You got to realize you can't look like you're selling anybody. You have to look like you're their secret magic weapon. You know how they won World War II with the fucking secret atomic bomb? You know how you could pay off all your fucking debt right now with the secret tax liability CPA, badass, whatever you call yourself, that can show them the loopholes and show them how to fill the buckets of money up and stop paying out useless money. Okay, that's you're their secret atomic bomb weapon. Say, I'm your secret weapon. That's me.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. And by the way, listen to me. You got to put a little charisma on it. You got to put a little fire in it. You got to show them, be like, son of a bitch. Everybody's taking advantage of you. That all stops today. That all stops today. Now, we wouldn't call someone that's been letting them get taken advantage of. By the way, their CPA's job is to get information, plug it in, give it to the IRS, and roll on. They don't care how much they pay. It ain't their money. Dimitri, tell them, you know what my biggest problem is? Dimitri, ask me, you know what my biggest problem is?
Andy, what's your biggest problem?
I take shit personal and I treat your money like it's mine. Will that piss you off, or are you okay with that?
I'm all about it.
Come on, man. Let's save your ass some money. That's my biggest flaw. My clients say my biggest flaw is I care too much and I treat their money like it's mine. And by the way, I was just joking. They don't complain about that. They love it. That's why they all do business with me. Dimitri, this is you. This is the next level of you. Cut the leash, okay? Put some charisma on that ass. Get a little bit fired up. Care a little bit more. By the way, I know you do. Shake it off. Quit being so stiff. Do this with your hands. Get a little loose, okay? Let's go to war and let's close some shit. All right.
Hey, I appreciate that, Andy. Thanks, sir.
You got it. All right, Tyler Johnson, what do you got?
What's happening, man? I appreciate the call. I'll try to keep
What
this
up,
short.
dog? Talk to me.
My brother from another mother.
That's
Hey,
right.
so I do independent sales for a health sharing organization. It's not traditional health insurance. It's one of the fastest growing health sharing organizations in the country. And one of the biggest objections I get is they've never heard of it, or it's not traditional insurance. Although we all know traditional insurance continues to go up at an astronomical rate that people can't afford, it's still the objection of it's not traditional insurance and I've never heard of it. We're a 4-year-old company, but it's the fastest growing in the country. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get past the 30-second point of talking with somebody before they shut it down.
Okay. All right. So when you say this, you're saying that it's not large firm brokers. It's just independent. They've never heard of these companies before. Is that correct?
So health sharing started out in the religious community, like Christian Health Ministries, Medisharing. Like, we are an ethics-based health sharing organization that the government changed 4 years ago to allow health sharing for everybody. It's an alternative healthcare to the rising cost of healthcare with traditional insurance, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So we provide amazing healthcare for healthy people. Just to keep it frank.
Yeah. So basically, it's another healthcare company, but people haven't heard of it. So because they haven't heard of it, you're saying that it scares them. Would you agree?
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So what I would say this. Hey, let me ask you a question. Health insurance is health insurance. As long as they pay, the premiums covered, the deductibles the same, it's all black and white, and it's in a contract. Whatever saves your family the most money is probably what you're going to go with. Would you agree? Yes or no?
Right.
Can I ask you a question? Do you like name brand clothes?
Yes.
You do? Okay. So if you could go buy a Lululemon shirt, or you could buy the same exact shirt, but it was 90% less, would you go Lululemon just because it said it was Lululemon, even though it was the same shirt? Would you spend 90% more on it just for the tag? Tyler, can you hear me? We good now?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
Tyler. Okay, Tyler. So let's restart. So it goes kind of like this. Okay, Tyler. So number one, name brand clothes. Okay. I don't know if you've heard of things like Lululemon or Gucci, right? Okay. Or whatever. But here's what I'll tell you. Gucci, if you go buy a Gucci shirt, it's going to cost $2,500.
Right.
The same material that makes a Gucci shirt, they sell that at a store for $50. Okay. Basically, the way healthcare works is this. They're the same shirt. They feel the same. They look the same. They operate the same. They're the same. The only difference is one says Gucci and one says a different brand. Our company, because we are not as large as them, we don't have as many employees as them, our documentation, what we cover, what we do, the way that we cover a claim, what it pays out, it's the exact same. Okay. So a lot of people will go and spend $2,500 more for the Gucci shirt. Now, 95% of my customers have been looking to save money on health insurance. Have you been looking to save money on health insurance, Tyler? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If you could, and it was the same shirt and it saved you the same, it was all black and white, the same exact coverage, would you want to pay for the Gucci shirt or get the same shirt for 95% less?
The 95% less.
Okay. Tyler, most people think it's too good to be true. All it is a name. It's not too good to be true. Basically, our company, we have less employees, right? We cover the same coverage. We have all the same exact stuff. And as we're a growing company, you can get grandfathered in right now at a lower price while our company is newer in the industry. Same coverage, same stats, same statistics, cover the same stuff. It's the same exact stuff, except the bill you'll be paying is less. Now, here's what I'll tell you. Are these face-to-face sales? And I'm going to add, this is something that's really important. When you get this objection, do people request information on saving money on health insurance, and that's how you get the lead, or are you cold calling people?
Well, I was formerly a police officer in my city, so it's a lot of small businesses in the city that I work in. that I go face to face and talk to.
Okay, so do you convert big companies to switch over all their employees, or are these one-on-one individual accounts?
It's aimed primarily at the healthy people within a company.
So you'll go to a company and you'll say, hey, anybody can qualify for this, this, and this.
Mhm.
This is the amount of money that you can save your people. Is that correct?
Correct.
I mean, dude, honestly, there was a guy, Hal, he was talking about all the savings, the things that you can do at State Farm to get discounts, good driving and all this. Dude, I would literally, I know everybody knows this, but we have the pros and cons, the Benjamin Franklin close. This is what you're currently doing. This is what we're doing now. I would literally have I would have a cheat sheet kind of look like this. It'd be like a pamphlet cheat sheet. I'd walk in, I'd say, hey, obviously, I know right now, currently you have insurance, right, for your people. I want to explain to you what we have here. Most people think it's too good to be true. That's the reason why I bought you a sheet so I could show it to you. 90, and by the way, hey, I want you to give out some stats, Tyler. This is important. In the first 30 seconds, I want you to frame them like this. Tyler, how you doing? Andy Elliott. I'm just here to talk about health insurance. All I need is about 2 minutes, and then I'll know if this is right for you or not. Is that fair? And if it's not right, I'll be on my way. Tyler, number one, I would tell you that quickly so that I would let you know that I'll be leaving in a minute if I don't catch your attention. Okay. And then I would go into something like this that would say, I would say something like, so Tyler, what we've learned is that a lot of people, the reason why they never save up any money, or the reason why they complain about the money they make, isn't because the money they make, it's the money they get to keep. A lot of your healthy people have to pay out higher premiums for health insurance. Would you agree? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, if we could lower and increase the premiums that your people had to pay and they got to keep more of their money, do you think they would be happy or upset with the company?
They'd be happy.
They'd be happy. Tyler, what I want to show you is this. This chart that I'm about, this is the frame, Tyler. This chart that I'm about to show you goes over the 6 reasons why people switch their insurance over to me. But I'll warn you, Tyler, 99 out of 100 companies that I present this to switch. So if you want to lower premiums, allow your employees to keep more of the money that they earn and keep the same coverage, be ready for this. And I would go down the 6. This is big coverage companies. This is us. Look at the coverage. Look at the coverage. Look at the coverage. Look at the coverage. Now look at the money. If all this coverage got to stay the same, but the money went to this, there wouldn't be a reason in the world why you wouldn't do it. Would you agree? Good. Let's switch this over, because in our company, our premiums are going up all the time because so many people are switching over and signing up that I can sign you guys into this. You'll be grandfathered into this great deal. And that's how I would do it. Dude, I would literally have a cheat sheet in my hand and I would give them a stat right out the gate. I would say 99 out of 100 people I present this to pass go and do business. And most of them think it's too good to be true, which is why I have this.
I think you could also add in there something like, our company has a heavy cash position. So others are raising premium due to inflation and interest, and we're not in that boat. We have a cash position. We're financially strong, and that allows us to keep these premiums low because we're not paying more on that money that we're spending.
Oh, that's good. I like
There's
that.
a lot, man. It's a not-for-profit. I mean, they're transparent. They show their actual health of the company.
Yeah.
For any member. So, man, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah. And hey, by the way, all I'm saying is that I like the stats. To me, I mean, honestly, 99.9% of stats are made up on the spot. So I would say 99 out of 100 people that I show this to pass go and do business. So
I mean, we save people 30 to 70% on their healthcare. They just don't know about us. So
yeah. So that's it. Just say, hey, but I would tell them 99 out of 100 companies that I showed this to do business with us. I'm going to show you from A to Z what we covered, and at the end, the difference of the premiums. And if you think that this right here is what your people would love, which it is, let's pass go. Let's wrap this up. Like I promise you, man, put together a little cheat sheet. By the way, easy to read. Remember this. A master communicator makes shit really simple and easy to see. Not a lot of clutter, not pamphlet books. One simple page that literally you can do this, present, bam. And then, by the way, we can go into the nitty-gritty details at any point, but one simple, we'll call it the overview. The 10,000, the strategy, the blueprint could be in here, but the strategy is the 5 things that all businesses look at and why we're better and what we save. You give them the 10,000 foot view, basically give them turn them on, give them a boner, get them excited. Say, dude, look at that. That's it. That's this. So
Right on.
We don't have all the high overhead costs that all these large corporations do. That allows us to be a lot more competitive because we are a nonprofit.
Yeah.
I love it. And so that's good, Hal. So naming some stuff off like this will be good. Reed Olson, what's up, big dog? What do you got? Reed, what do you got, killer?
What's up, Andy? I'm honored to be here.
What's up, man? What do you got? Tell us.
Okay, so I've been working on this board game for like a year. I don't have a business. This is gonna be my product.
It's cool.
I put like 800 hours into it, and I'm
Did you say a
thinking
board
of
game? A board game?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
go ahead.
Like a physical. I'm thinking
Good,
of
I
a few
love it.
different. I'm looking for advice on how to launch it. So I think I'm gonna go with affiliates. Like I'm gonna give it to stores and give it to like groups and people, and then I'll have competitions for who can sell the most and stuff like that.
Is it a family
and
board game or is it a party board game or what is it?
more of a family board game. It's definitely not. It's not a party board game. It's like strategy.
Does it make you smart or is it just for fun?
I think it makes you smart.
Okay, dude, listen, hey, I know this sounds crazy, right? But I would tell you the affiliate game is always great. But I want to, so obviously you're younger, right? So like you're not, because there's two ways to grow a business. Number one, you spend a lot of money on marketing and you go sell it, right? Whatever product you have. Or number two, you build a brand and you push it on social media, which is free. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So what I would recommend doing if it was me, okay, is that I would find as many influencers as you can. I would. I would get on as many podcasts as you could. And I would say, and my deal would be the reason why families aren't as close as they used to be is because of technology. Research shows, and I would use the word research. Research shows that families become 95% closer when there's a board game played once a month. What's the price of the board game?
I'm probably gonna go pretty premium, so like $200.
Yeah. So if you as a family could spend $200 on a board game that you played once a month with your family, that got you smarter, brought you closer together, and kept your family close, and it was only, a 30-minute one time, and it was a $200 board game, what would that be worth to you? Everything, right?
Yeah,
that would
absolutely.
be it. So that pitch, listen, I'm just giving an example. I have a YouTube channel. I have a social media platform on Instagram, on Facebook, on all these other ones. Okay. Here's what I'll tell you. If I went on there and I said, I'm just going to give you an example, and we get 150 million views every 28 days. And I said, hey guys, me and my family, we were thinking about how do we go to the next level? How do we stay close? And obviously we love education in our home, right? Like entrepreneurship, getting smarter, getting better, using our brain, which most people don't do. I bought this new board game, and I'm telling you, everybody right now that has somebody they care about, you guys need to buy this board game right now. Stop what you're doing. Click the link in the bio. Buy this board game. It's $200. I guarantee you this board game is going to ruin the value of money for you. It'll bring your friends and families closer. I know board games are outdated, but they're not. Technology has killed our closeness. We played this board game one time. It brought our family closer, and research shows 95% of people who play board game once a month with the people they love get closer, they stay tight, and they keep growing strong. So from me, hey, I didn't make the board game. It just changed my life. If you guys look up to me and you're always looking for ways to increase your life with the people you love, go down in the bio, get this board game now. It's a life changer. Dude, if I did that and I had an affiliate, I will tell you that, dude, you could sell 100,000 board games within 30 days just from me. Now, here's what I know. You guys are crazy. Is that I have a bunch of influencer friends that will do it too. So I would tell you this. How much money does that cost you in marketing? Zero. You know what I'm saying? It says right there, Patrick Bet David super into board games too. Listen, you could mail Patrick Bet David a board game and say, hey, listen, I know that, the chances of me hearing back from you were slim to none, but I've learned that closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm asking, would you mind playing this board game with your family? And if you love it, I would love to gift 50 board games myself to you, your friends, and the people you love, or 10. I'll gift them to people you love. And by the way, if you love it that much, if there's any way that I could get a shout out, it would mean the world to me. Or whatever, right? I want to tell you that there's a million ways that you could go about this, but I would use the social media influencer world to blow your board game up. And dude, I'm telling you, you could probably sell a couple $100,000 worth of board games quickly. And then the money that you make would allow you to start your business and start, funding it. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Andy. And then the second part, that's all really good stuff. I wrote all that down. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, that's exactly what Dimitri said. So anyway, I was talking to him the other day.
Oh, good. I love it.
Yeah, the second part of my question is I want to give away a digital version of the game because it's not as good, but I want people to be able to play it before they buy it because 200 is like really premium for a board game. And the digital version wouldn't cost me anything to give away. And I want to give away the rules for it. And I was talking to my parents about that, and they think, yeah, what? Go for it, please.
Yeah. So I would say this. So I would go open a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I would start giving away I would start giving away the board game for free. I would give it away everywhere. I would start posting that on social media everywhere. And dude, literally every person that opted into buying it, right? Then that would be my data email marketing list. And I would literally say, hey, if you play this game, let me know what you think. And if you like it, I'll give you 50% off on the real board game for the first 100 people that reply to this. And there would really, oh, that's cool, baby. There would really be no first 100. I would do it for everybody. Just, dude, listen, I'm just telling you, like, this is how you do it. But I want you to think about what I said. But I would tell you, if you're going to give it away for free, then get on social media and dude, start making 1, 2, 3 YouTube channels a day. Long form YouTube videos a day. And I would actually record yourself playing the game, giving it away. And dude, like that's how all these brands are getting built. Give it away for free, dude. The best thing you'll ever learn is that if you give something away for free, somebody didn't pay anything for it. If it really is a good game and people enjoy it, you'll ruin the value of money for them. Then they'll buy your game because there's no questions asked. And by the way, you could say anybody that plays the game, for at least an hour or 2 hours, gets 30% off on the real board game. Whatever, or gets an affiliate. You could say, hey, because you get to be an affiliate. I don't know if you can track how long they played it, but dude, there's so many freaking ways. Here's what I'll tell you, Reed, get creative, and whatever it is you're going to do, quit fucking waiting. Go do it now. Like, go do it now. Like do it tonight. Go make your video tonight. Do it again tomorrow. Do it again the next day. Do it again. Like, don't wait. Like, shit doesn't have to be perfect, Reed, for you to start. Okay, like people are always trying to perfect what they do. Dude, if I would have waited till my shit was together to start my business, I wouldn't have a business. Dude, just go all in, break some shit, like you're ready. Feel me?
Yeah.
All right, babe. Let's go get it.
Thank you, Andy.
Okay. Yeah, you bet, brother. All right. So integrity instruction, that big son of a bitch. You that big sucker over there. All right, you got to unmute though, so we can hear you.
Hey, Andy.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go, big dog.
Okay, so I got a concrete construction company in Detroit, Michigan, north in the suburbs. Okay. The business environment right now currently it's weird. People are calling us. I've learned and I've integrated a lot of the new things you've taught me about Facebook, and I'm kicking ass and loving what you've showed me so far. I built a platform in the background. I'm on a lot of static sites. As far as organic SEO, I'm still learning, so this is why I'm here. So getting into it, what I want to do is I want to level this business up, and it's very important to me to offer the best customer service experience to my customer. So as leads come in organically via text, via email, through a Facebook message, wherever they're coming and however I'm getting them, what should be my line of attack? Because I'm an owner operator. I'm handling my videos. I'm operating equipment. I'm doing everything. And my question is, a lead pops into my phone. What should be the protocol from the lead, me receiving the lead, and how I reach out to that customer? I've been just grabbing calls and I'll shoot a quick text back. Hey, it's Amadio from Integrity. Great to meet you. I appreciate the call. Just letting you know I got your message and I'll be following up with you soon. But I don't know if that's enough. Should I get in front of every customer?
How many leads are you getting a day? I'm just gonna ask you a couple quick questions. How many leads are you getting a day? Roughly.
We could call it 2 to 5, and even more sometimes.
Okay. Do you have a team or is it just you?
It's currently just me.
Okay. If you have 2 to 5, you got it. Listen, number one, anybody that calls. Okay. So this, dude, this is where it's going to get, see, but watch, people are like, hey, you can integrate AI. You don't want to do that right now. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. This is where you're either going to make a decision to build your fucking business and your brand to a level that's next level, or you're not. Now, let me explain this to you. Everybody's always leaning into technology. They're like, use AI, use automated, use bots. I'm going to tell you the truth. I answer every one of my fucking DMs. I answer every one of my text messages. I answer every one of my deals. Now, listen, my company gets 1,000 to 1,500 leads a day now. I can't do it anymore. But I want to tell you this, that, and so I have a team who represents me. They are me. They're the exact same as me. They believe the same. They talk the same. They work the same. They act the same. They are me. I am them. We are the content. We're the product. We are what we are, or they won't be with me. We all got to be the same. But now I want to tell you this. Today, it's just you. So I'm going to tell you what I did. And by the way, remember all this stuff I talked about, state of madness, insanity, proving your haters fucking wrong, doing all this. I made a deal with my wife, and somebody just said, create relationships. And I told her, I said, babe, the next year, if this phone rings at all, if I get a text message, I have to answer it. I want to tell you this. I landed an account in 2019. It was $100,000 a month. Now listen to me. I took a call at 2 motherfucking a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m., bro. I didn't want to take that call. I didn't want to answer it. I knew my wife was going to give me fucking hell. I knew it was going to happen, dude. But I said, hey, what's up? It's Andy. What's going on? Guys goes, fuck, dude. I didn't know you'd really answer. I go, dude, are you kidding me? Give me a second. I'm walking out. My wife's sleeping with my kids. I said, dude, listen to me. Most people, they open a business because they want to make money. I open a business because I love relationships with people and I'm the best at what I do. And I prove that by answering my phone at 2 a.m. in the morning. Dude, listen to me. When you do business with me, once you commit, I won't let you fail. Go back to the word tracks I just gave you. Once you commit, I won't let you fail. Dude, listen to me. I know a lot of people want to spend money and get certain things done, but the people that are doing the work are amateurs and they don't give a shit. One of the things you'll never have a problem with me is that number one, I'll always over deliver. And number two, you can call me at any time. This is our first transaction. First time you've called me and I'm answering at 2 a.m. and I don't even know who you are. That's the way I work. And if you're looking to do somebody that does business like that gives a shit, that's me. And dude, I want to tell you this. If you'll listen to this and you'll make a deal with your wife that no matter what, listen, I don't care what you're doing. If you're at dinner, people say, don't answer the phone. You're at dinner. No, dude, you have to tell your wife, babe, I need you to support me. Listen, every deal counts. Babe, every deal counts. The team that we need, the expenses that need to be paid, the capital we need to build, they're all in every phone call. They're all in every email. And by the way, listen to me. Here's what I do. I would call immediately. So if somebody calls you, answer no matter what. Dude, hey, by the way, hey, what's going on? It's Rob. Hey, Rob, what's going on? I'm a new client. Okay, hey, I'm in a meeting. By the way, I want to tell you, I'm grateful that you reached out. I am the owner. I'll personally be taking care of. I'm finishing these up with my family. Would you mind if I called you back in 20 minutes? Your call's very important to me. And by the way, if I need to tell my family to hold on, that's fine. I just was finishing stuff up with my dinner. I work from my phone 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I want to take care of you. You're important to me. Listen, tell them the truth.
Right.
By the way, listen, this is what I did. This is how our company built a 9-figure business by doing this. Listen, answer the phone. By the way, if somebody messages you and you call them and they don't answer, watch. So if somebody texts you, don't text them back. Call them immediately. And then if they don't answer, this is what I want you to do. I want you to grab your phone like this, not like this, grab it like this and go,
video.
Hey, what's going on? It's Andy Elliott. I own ABC Construction. You just sent me a text message. I try to call you because I do like face-to-face interaction or at least phone calls. So let me know what you need, but I'd love for you to call me back. I want to put a name with the face. I am the owner. Be happy to serve you and help you. As soon as you get this, just message me back. No more than a 15-second video. Once the video hits sent, then you text. You say, this is Andy, ABC Construction. I sent you a video above. I wanted to put a name with the face. I'm happy to take your call. I'd love to help you. When will be a convenient time for you to talk? Listen, dude, you're a good
right.
looking.
You're right. You're right, Andy. Thank you.
Bro,
Yeah.
listen, and look at you though. You're a big guy. You're a good looking dude. You're not some fucking scrawny little fucker. You're a big ass dude. Bro, you get your ass out there and you make that video, they're going to be like, shit, I like this son of a bitch.
Right.
That's what you need to do, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You have a certain look. Put that out there, man. Plus, you have a deep voice. Yeah.
The last week, Andy, everything, your YouTube videos, how to use stories, all that stuff, it's really changing. It's crazy because I did the caption to the reel and people are reading it and they got shared just today. I just put one out there in front of my construction yard, in front of my dump truck, yada, yada, yada. Tired of contractors, customers having bad experiences. I'm here to change this. Closed captioned it, put it out there on Facebook today, got shared 12 times. So it was just, that's a lot for me. But the impact it had,
dude,
from the
that's how it starts. Yeah.
So
dude, I love it.
It sounds like to me that's why you're growing so well, but at some point you'll still have to make the decision to be not to be a concrete guy, construction guy who runs a business, but to be a businessman who runs a concrete and construction business.
Correct.
Right?
Yes,
that is my whole heart.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta get there. It has to
but
happen.
see how. But I want to tell you guys this. I want to tell you guys this, that listen, most people are trying to play owner when they need to play operator. Like, listen, that's
what I mean by being that's what I was referring to by saying he's a concrete and construction guy that runs a business. But at some point you got to be a businessman who does concrete and construction as a business. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I wanted to tell you guys this. Listen, anytime you're going to open your own business, like, dude, I see so many people hire a couple people and then hand their business over or do something. Guys, listen, I literally just now have a team that I was gone for 15 days that I could keep at home. And not because I don't trust them, not because I don't love them, but because you said something in the beginning. You go, my customers getting the best customer satisfaction and the best service is so important to me that, dude, dude, until you know that 100% of everybody in your company works the way you work, you can't step out.
That's why I'm behind the driver's seat right now, because they don't deliver that and I just can't let my people down. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, hey,
I'll
listen,
get there.
Hey, you know what you need to do? I'm going to give you some advice too that'll be great. Is you need to start looking for your number two right now.
Absolutely right.
Okay. And by the way, I want you to do this. I want you to put that out there and say, like part of your brand is, hey, it's Jake. Listen, if somebody's looking for an opportunity to grow up through a company and to help build an empire, my company's growing really fast. I'm looking for my number twos, my future number twos. If you're not afraid of hard work, if you got a good attitude, if you believe in good core values like take care of people and you'll be taken care of, I'd love to have you text me and maybe we can talk about joining forces together. Dude, they'll come in and, dude, I promise you, that's how you're going to get to your next level. And by the way, if you want to be in 2 or 3 years from now, where you're off enjoying your family somewhere and building this business and making deals and all this shit, you're going to have a team. A team takes at least 2 years to build, minimum 2 years. Everybody says, I can build one in a month. No, you can't. You can't build trust in a month. You can't build loyalty in a month. You got to fucking fight with some people and get pissed off. Listen, how do I know if somebody's loyal to you? I'm going to tell you guys how you'll know if someone's loyal to you or not. Piss them off. Piss them off. I piss people off on purpose sometimes on my team just so I can see if they're really fucking with me. Okay? Because guess what? And I'm not saying I want to piss people off, but I want to know whenever shit isn't perfect, whenever everything isn't great, are they going to ride with me? You know what I mean? Like, then will they be with me? Like, are these people I can work shit out with? So I want everybody to know that special team takes time.
Man. Thank you for that time, Andy.
Yeah, you bet, man. Let's roll. Okay, let's roll. Charlie Garcia, what do you got, dog? Charlie, what are you on an airplane or some shit? Oh, you're muted, big dog.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. On an airplane?
Hey, yes, sir. I'm on a plane. I'm going to Florida right now for a Grant Cardone seminar. I just want to tell you, man, I love your word tracks. I've been using them a lot, and I really appreciate them. One thing I wanted to ask you is, it's basically like a price objection, right? So I do concrete coatings, like decorative coatings on concrete to beautify the concrete. Okay. Whenever they give me a price objection, I go into your spiel, market-based pricing, kind of educate them on the market, and that we're
Here,
just
hold on
right
one
below.
second. Watch. Hold on, watch. I just muted you. Now unmute. Sorry, somebody was somewhere on another screen. So you got to unmute again, just so I could hear you. Okay. Go ahead, Charlie. Unmute real quick. This is an easy one. I already know what you're going to say, but here, go ahead. You got to unmute again though, because I muted you. You got to unmute. Yeah, just tap. There we go.
All
All
right.
right,
So,
Charlie, real quick. So you're saying
I'll go into the
your price objection comes where? In the presentation? Oh yeah, he's taking off in the air. Hey Charlie, looks like you're cutting out, big dog. Can you hear me?
He said I'm cutting out.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, ask me again.
Yes, sir. Okay, so the customer told me it's not a priority right now.
Okay. Well, I definitely know. Okay. Hey,
It's
Charlie.
just not a priority.
Charlie, listen, I don't know if you can hear me, but here's the deal. When somebody says it's not a
I can.
priority, yeah, you're taking off. So here's what
No,
I
I can
would.
hear you.
Okay, Charlie, if somebody says it's not a priority, did you cold call them or did they request you to come out to get an estimate?
No, they requested.
Okay, Charlie, write this down. You wouldn't have been willing to make the call if you weren't willing to do the work. I say that real quick. I say, hey, Charlie, number one, I totally understand, but you wouldn't have been willing to make the call. You wouldn't have been willing to have me come out and give you an estimate if you weren't willing to do the work. Now, Charlie, I want to ask you a question, and I'm going to mute this real quick. But everybody listen up. I can say, Charlie, I'm going to ask you a question. If I do this work and it's not done to your wife's satisfaction, she's going to be upset. So I'm going to ask you a question. If I give you a higher price, but the work is guaranteed, and literally you guys come out every single day on the home and the property that you love, the greatest asset of your life, and you say, my God, this looks gorgeous. Okay. Would the juice be worth the squeeze to buckle down and spend a couple more bucks? Absolutely. So I would tell you this is that if you go with someone that's going to give you a cheaper estimate, which there's plenty that will, your wife has a certain vision of what she wants this to look like. And I know what that is. And I can deliver that. And I guarantee it. But I can also guarantee you this, that if you don't use me, someone's going to come stain this. They're going to finish this. They're going to take care of this. You're going to spend less money and you're going to be unhappy. So it doesn't sound like money is your biggest concern. And if it is, doing it twice because someone does it wrong will cost you twice as much. Okay. And by the way, you wouldn't have been willing to make the call if you weren't willing to do the work. Okay. I call this positive peer pressure. Okay. Resources are costing more money. Paint is costing more money. Things are costing more money to do. If you're to wait to do the same job, it's going to cost you more money tomorrow. So if money's your biggest concern, doing it today is going to save you the most money. So if you say you don't have to do it now, that just means that you're willing to pay more tomorrow. And that would be silly. Listen, all I would tell you is this. I know that you're on a flight, but we'll work on this next time where we can hear each other a little better, and I'll help you, man.
I'm going to see you in Scottsdale.
Yeah. I'll see you in Scottsdale. Ask me face to face. Let's roll.
I have the VIP. I'll see you there.
Done. Let's go, big dog. I love it.
Thanks, man.
All right. Logan Garcia, what do you got?
So first 24 hours in Real Financial, like actually selling. Okay. Just started calling cheap leads to get people on the phone.
Yep.
Got through everything, your entire script that you wrote up until, I'm confident that, if we're able to find something that's comfortable and affordable for you, we can get you approved, yada, yada. Yes. On 4 different people. The one issue I'm dealing with is that social.
They don't want to give you their social?
No.
Okay, listen. All right. So hey, Logan, by the way, I need to verify your social. Tell me what they say.
I'm not comfortable giving that out over the phone.
Logan, look, bottom line is the reason why we're on the phone today is because in the last 30 seconds of your life, you want to make sure that there's a tax-free check that's left behind for your loved ones. Would you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
If I enter the wrong social in and that check went to somebody else, if you were in heaven and you had died, you'd be mad someone else got the check, wouldn't you?
Yeah, see, my issue is I'm just worried, people scamming each other and things like that. I don't know. You just called me. That's what I'm getting.
No. Listen, number one, I didn't just call you. You requested some information on life insurance. And listen, if you go to the National Producers License number right now, registry, you can look me up. Matter of fact, I'm happy to text you right now with the picture of my license registry number myself, and you can look me up. National Producers number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Listen, if I lie to you on the phone, it's literally a felony. It's a felony. I could be in prison by lying to you on the phone because you had to get a license, an insurance license to even talk insurance to you. Now, my question to you is, in the last 30 seconds of your life, do you want to leave some money behind for somebody that you love, or for your burial expenses? You already said yes. Now I just need to get some information. Number one, right? Like, what is a routing and accounting number, right? So I can ensure that we do pay the check out. And then number two, so I can verify that you are who you say you are. So that in the event that there is a death, because it will happen and everybody's going to die, that you do get the check that we're doing all this. We've been on the phone for the last 45 minutes for.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I want to tell you something. Okay. Don't get nervous. I need you to understand the way this works. You're getting hung up because you think you're going to get hung up on this. Number one, you're never going to get hung up on this again.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to be concerned about this again. No one's ever going to say, I don't want to give you my social, because that's not a problem anymore. That problem's gone. We just killed it on this call.
Okay.
Never for the rest of your life. Okay. By the way, are you asking, I need your social? Is that how you say it?
No. So, as a part of the application process.
Yeah. But ask me that. I want to hear how you're asking for it.
Okay. So the way I was asking yesterday, oh man, how do I ask? I said,
but like, is it like, hey, Andy, by the way, what's your social?
No, so it's hey, Andy, by the way, last part of the application process here, entering your information in the system now, is getting your social locked in so that the insurance.
Okay, hey, don't say the last part of the application. Listen to me. Don't pattern interrupt them, because now I'm thinking that there's fucking a part that like is an extra part, the last part. Listen, hey, by the way, Logan Garcia, Garcia, is that correct?
It's correct.
Okay, cool. Middle initial, yes or no?
Yeah, T.
Junior, senior, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, date of birth. Okay,
05.
by the way, and what's the last four of the social?
Yep, 1551.
Okay, cool. And then first five. Okay, cool. See, I'm just gonna fucking work you. See, listen, you gotta flow. You gotta get in a flow state. Logan, write this down. Get in a flow state.
Okay.
Stay in it. Listen to me. I want to explain something to you. When you change your state a fucking hair, they catch it.
Okay.
Okay. Every so from now on, the way you're gonna sell, no big deal. No big deal. Logan Garcia, Logan, is that correct? And Garcia, Garcia. Okay, awesome. My brother from another mother. Got you right here. Also, date of birth. Okay. And then junior, senior, middle initial. Okay, awesome. And by the way, it's just, and then the last four of the social. 7845. Okay, cool. And first five. 787878. Just get them talking. Okay. I don't want to give that. Give what? Oh, your social? Oh, listen, the only reason why I need your social is obviously in the last 30 seconds of your life, the only concern that you're going to have is that somebody who's going to be taking care of your burial expenses is going to be left behind a tax-free check to be able to not be burdened on the worst day of their life when you're gone, for them to be burdened paying for your burial. Is that correct, Logan?
Correct.
Well, Logan, I got to make sure that your social's in here correct so that they do get the check. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, verify the social again for me. Tell me what it is. I'm just going to type this information. By the way, Logan, grab a pen, write this down. My national producer's number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Andy. You can look me up on the on the state registry at any time. I'm licensed in the state of Arizona. I am who I am. If I was to lie to you, it'd be a felony. So I'm damn sure not going to jail to get your social. Okay. My job is to protect you and to take care of you. I had to go through a long ass license to get this stuff. I love insurance and I love helping families. Okay. That's all I'm doing with you. Now, what's the last four of the social? Logan, bam, get in there, keep going, stay in that flow state and don't disconnect. Okay.
Yeah. I have in-person appointments with all of them now. I have I have a Zoom call with the guy I called. The last guy I called, his wife submitted an inquiry form. I guess he didn't know. He's like 50 years old. He's a car sales manager in a car dealership in North Phoenix. So I have a Zoom call with him at 7 o'clock.
Just kidding.
I have a Zoom call with him at 7 o'clock tonight.
Good. Well, shut it down. And guess what? I want you to do me a favor. Listen to me. When you think that you might get stuck, you're going to get stuck. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. So I need you to understand this. You're a badass. You're kick ass. You're helping people. Matter of fact, if you get fucking stuck, you're actually hurting them. Okay. You're hurting them because you're spooking them when there's nothing to be spooked about.
Yeah.
This is just what we do. Okay. You're not doing anything with their social, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody asked you that one time. Now you're getting stuck to it. Back off it. Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool, guys. Let's go to a couple more, and then we're out of here. Let's roll. Let's do like 5 more minutes. We'll do them quick. So let's go to Joshua Garcia. What are you, Logan's brother? I'm just kidding. What's up, big guy?
Garcia's everywhere.
My brother's name is Joshua Garcia, though. That's funny.
See, it's cool shit. All right, Joshua, let's go, buddy. What do you got?
Just quick question. What's an effective way to engage my team in training when they can't or won't see the importance of it?
Okay.
We're all
okay,
on the
ready?
platform.
Hold on. Is this your team? Is this a team?
Yes, sir. There's a.
Okay. Are you ready? Logan, I'm going to talk to you. Are you ready? Okay. By the way, listen to me. The leaders got to be doing the training that they're expecting the salespeople to be doing. Understand that, number one, because if the leaders aren't doing the training, the salespeople won't do it. But let's say that the leader is doing it. And I can say this. All right, Logan. So obviously, raising the standard of the company is super important to me. And as you being one of the guys in our company, you want to help increase the standard of the company. Would you agree, Logan? Yes or no? Or Joshua, would you agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So Joshua, you increasing the standard of the company is something that's important to you. Let me ask you a question, Joshua. When you don't do the training, or if someone else doesn't do the training that increases the standard of the company, the training that allows us to get better, because it's either grow or die, either get better, you know what I mean, or you're getting worse. If somebody doesn't do the training, they're lowering the standard of the company. Would you agree, Joshua? Yes or no?
Yes.
Joshua, I've noticed that you're not doing the training. And Joshua, when I got this training program, I initially thought of you right away, and I thought you would be one of the leaders that would headway the training, and that you would be doing it, and that you would be an example that I would make for everybody to look up to. Now, Joshua, I can count on you to do this training to help me raise the standard of the company and be an example for others. Can I, Joshua?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to have this conversation again. I didn't want to have this one. Can you ensure me that we won't have to have this conversation anymore, and that every day you'll log in, do the training? And by the way, it does help you get better. Every day we should be sharpening our axe. We have plenty of time to train. And I believe that you are an example to others, and I would like to see you be that example. You just said you're committed to doing it. Let's not ever have this conversation again. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Joshua, just remember this. Do you want to help me raise the standard of the company or lower it? They're going to say raise it. Then say, do you think when you don't do the training that it raises the standard of the company or it lowers it? And they'll say lowers it. And you'll say, do you want to lower the standard of the company? No. And tell them, I envisioned when I got this training that you would be one of the people that would headway the training and actually help be the example and a leader for doing the training. And I know I wasn't wrong about you. I've never been wrong about you. Can you help me? See, notice, don't be a dick. Say, can you help me raise the standard of the company by doing the training and be an example for others? Joshua, can I count on you to do that? Yes, you can. Thank you so much. And then I would say, I don't want to have this conversation with you again. I didn't want to have this one. Thank you for understanding. It means a lot to me. sales. Let's start today. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Let's roll one more, guys. All right, I got iPhone. I see you got your hand raised.
Andy.
Take the next right onto Pasco Road, then turn
What do we
right onto
got?
the ramp to Golden State Parkway.
Can you hear me, Andy?
Yeah, I can hear you, big dog. Talk to me.
First of all, I'm grateful to see you, and I'm sorry for being late. But I do have two big questions for you.
Ask me. Come on, let's go, sunshine.
One question is,
Turn right onto the ramp to
what
Garden
am I
State
supposed
Parkway,
to do
then
about
merge
the
onto Golden
market
State
shift?
Parkway.
Because our dealership is literally dead in Manhattan. It's been like 5 days.
Well, listen. Time out. You got to turn your GPS off because it keeps telling you to turn left. Okay, now listen. Hey, but I want to tell you something. Sam.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So Sam, you ask, what should we do about this market shift? What can you do?
Yeah.
Sam, I'm gonna give you the news. It's always gonna change. Everything's changing every single second. So Sam, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stay plugged into the training. You're gonna be different than everybody else. And you know what you're gonna understand? That change is always gonna happen. Every day there's going to be change. And the people that'll have problems with it and the people that'll get stuck are the people who aren't changing. So Sam, now that you've joined this program, everything that we've talked about, you need to implement it into your own life. And I promise you, this market shift that other people are having problems with, when you're changing, you're not going to have problems with it. To me, I love market shifts. Market shifts are great. Because the amateurs get swept away because they build their business on a house of cards. They build their business on sand. We build our business on skill. We build our business on routines and rituals and mindset. And this isn't what we don't do training sometimes. We do it every mother effing day. And that's why we're savages.
100%. It's just that I started myself in the industry. I started in COVID. So like right now it's shifting towards going back to under MSRP and all the other stuff. And I know the way that you work is the way to, the real way how you stick. Stick and you can always make money
listen,
and still survive.
So Sam, you got to learn right now that, listen to me, everybody right now, they're selling cars for under MSRPs, but also Sam, trade-in values are still up. Trade-in values on cars are still up. So what are you going to have to learn how to do? Number one, have a good relationship with your manager. Okay. Your manager must trust you that he can appraise a car, hold on the trade-in, allow the customer a lower value, and then actually give more for it. But you can hold on that money, and then you can put that towards your gross in an economy where prices are being let down and they're lower. Also, Sam, if people like you, they'll make an exception to pay more money because they like you. It's the truth. It's always happened. People always come in on cars and they're like, I saw this one on the internet. Like, listen, I love you guys. This car's available. I'll go show it to them. I'll make them fall in love with the car. And then once I present their trade-in, I'll find a way to hold money on that trade-in. And by the way, Sam, you're not going to win on them all. So you need to realize this, 50% of your deals have money in some area that you have to find. Also, Sam, you got to learn to switch people on cars. Customers think they know what they want. They don't always know what they want. They think they know, but they don't really know. So I would tell you, this is a time right now where you got to be really good at saying, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, I can't believe this. You guys came in on this X, Y, and Z car. Dude, I would tell you, if that car was sold, it's probably not your greatest pick. I've got another vehicle that just came in the back based on the information you told me. If you guys saw it, you'd say, oh my gosh. Now, would you like me to go show you that one? Or do you want me to show you this one that you guys couldn't have seen on the internet because it just came in last night? Boom. I would switch them.
Yeah. So it's like cars that don't have titles. In this market, no cars have titles.
Right now, listen to me. The answer to all your questions are going to be get better.
Got it. My second question is very important. So once you have the deal, let's say you get.
Okay, guys, I'm not sure if I'm cutting out. Am I cutting out? Is it me?
It's you, Andy. You're cutting out.
Damn, dog. Shit. Okay. All right. Are we back? Are we good? Yeah. Okay. Listen, here's what I want to do. Hey, guys, we've been together 2 hours and 20 minutes. Everybody do me a favor. Listen to me. If you want a copy of this recording, I'm not sure where they put it, but if you want a copy, everybody write down this number. Ready? 918, just write it down. 918-210-0254. 918-210-0254. Either text that number or text a coach that you deal with. But if you'll text that number and say, can you send me a copy of tonight's Inner Circle call? Okay. So all you got to do, and I'll have the YouTube link sent over to you. I'll have it uploaded in the next 10-15 minutes. Guys, I love you guys. Have a great night. Have a blessed night. Go kill it, guys. And soon. Let's go. Sorry about the reception, guys.